And with that, hello everyone and welcome back to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. Last time we continued a little bit with the main story, but mostly we did some side quests. We finished off the quest with just one dude who was like here 3 years ago and tortured somebody. Got rid of the raves there, we got rid of all the necrophages. I can't remember their names. I think rot fiends. Yeah, we got rid of those and finished that contract. We did some fighting, some poker dice, mostly that, and now we are after square coins. We also took place in like a little tournament, or more like a 2-on-2 fight, and we were victorious. And now King Hansel wants to hold a new tournament where everybody fights against each other. And we're going to participate there, obviously, as well, and see where that'll lead us to. But first, let's have a look whether or not we can get like some new information on people, since we haven't done that in a while. Levi had worked in the camp during the previous Cadvinian campaign and knew a lot about events in those terrible days, yeah. Sambor, the saying "no sweets without sweat" was certainly true in Zambor's case. This trader with a proverb for every occasion ran a thriving pawn shop, selling interesting scrolls, books and manuscripts among other items. Raymond Gessler. The prophet Lebioda's wisdom, as recorded in the good book, was Raymond Gessler's recipe for life. This food peddler looked to the prophet's teachings at every step, following them even pursuing his enterprise. This worked surprisingly well. Adam Pengrad. Anyone familiar with military history and the annals of war has probably heard of Adam Adjo Pengrad, who was one of the Sly Cats, rabble-rousers, political prisoners and other convicts whom King Asterab Thyssen freed to aid unofficially the military effort to the northern kingdoms during the Second War against Nilfgaard. Those men formed the core of the cavalry and provision mercenary units that strained south at that time. Adam Pengrad commanded the valorous Free Company during the Battle of Brenna, where the Nilfgaardian offensive was finally broken and the Black Ones were pushed back beyond the Yaruga. They say that Adam later wed another soldier of fortune, one Yulia Abatamarco, known also as Pretty Kitty, who also rose to fame at Brenna. Truly, without people like them, the battle would have taken an entirely different course. At the time of the tale related herein, Adam Pengrad had been hired by and was directly serving King Hansel. He owed his engagement, as he had owed many previous ones, to his reputation, and he could expect to profit from it handsomely, as his employer paid those who proved their worth very well. Pengrad and his battle-hardened veterans certainly earned their pay. They accepted the order to guard the cursed mist's perimeter with the composure and cold professionalism characteristic of elite soldiers. Mighty Numa. Mighty Numa's moniker was not baseless. This huge man supposedly had inhuman grit, which he was like to show off by, among other things, arm wrestling. He had no equal in this discipline, and they say his grip could crush the hands of weaker opponents. When he tried to win the title of champion from him, yet nobody had managed to best him at this competition. Mighty Numa, okay. Proximo, the arena master, had a talent for oration, and the fights he organized were famous in all of Cadwin and beyond. Blows rained down, armor fragments, and teeth flew left and right. In other words, the audience found his arena to be equal to the merry dancing of a fair day. Relic seller. Business, as a certain halfling would say, must keep rolling, and nearly anything can facilitate this. Wondrous amulets, invisibility caps, and pornographic scenes carved in cedar wood always sold well on market days, during fairs, and in military camps. Benefiting from the popularity of Sabrina's cult, a certain enterprising man had begun selling relics from the side of her execution. The demand for protective amulets always grows before battle, so this individual did not lack for customers. Odin. To say that Odin was not shy about drinking is like saying that Jovov was not shy about shooting humans. Such was his reputation as a drunkard that whenever moonshine could be smelled, in Hansel's camp one assumed that Odin could not be far off. Natandiavet did not enter tournaments to prove himself, but to maim and kill. Above all, he cherished those moments when he had crushed an enemy and could mercilessly pound him into the blood and mud. Called the Butcher of Sidoris, he owed his moniker to his infamous role in a tournament a few years earlier that was interrupted before time but still ended with a trifling 5 deaths. After those events, Avid chose to accept the hospitality of King Hansel, known for his less strict approach to the concept of chivalrous rivalry. In the arena, the Butcher of Cidaris faced Geralt to prove that he had not been dubbed the Butcher of Blaviken without a reason. The first Butcher was butchered by the second, thus ended Latende Avid's bloody career. Yeah, Butcher of Blaviken won. Manfred. A father's care for his son, even an adult son, can cause even the bravest to grieve and worry. Manfred was an old soldier, a Cadvany veteran of many battles who had lived a full life. Yet the thought of outliving his son, who was to face the terrifying Butcher of Cidaris, in the arena had broken the brave man. Manfred tried to drown his sadness and despair in booze in the camp canteen. After his son emerged from the arena victorious, Manfred rewarded Geralt. He was extremely helpful to the Witcher, proving himself a man of honor. Fate would have it that a youth named Sven was to represent his unit in a duel with the famous Butcher of Cidaris. Since Sven's heart was full of valor, he was not about to back down, though the chances were slim that he would survive the fight with his empty head still attached to his shoulders. I will tell you soon how the story ended. Fighting side by side, Geralt and Sven emerged from the duel victorious, defeating 2 exquisite swordsmen. In recognition of the youth's valor and skills, King Hansel knighted him, and Geralt gained several valuable allies in Cadvany camp. Advent Lystem. Knightly eccentricities. What? I've never heard that word before. Knightly eccentricities? Something like that? Eccentricities? Something like that. Such as speaking in rhymes or offering ladies feathers from the helmets of one's vanquished foes, are of classical origin. Advent Lystem earned the moniker of paddle by putting flower petals into the mouths of slain enemies. These eccentricities, however, worked on the females at the side of such knights. Maidens from Björna to Yaruga ran towards them so fast that if they were to be laden with bales of hay, the hay would immediately catch fire. As a result of this epic clash, Advent Lystem fell to the blood-soaked ground, and there was scarcely a breath in him as he was carried from the field. As evidence, the arena said of one's sustenance does not equal one's style, and is better to devote more time to training than to picking flowers. Vincent Trout. The owner of Selkirk's armor was an officer in Hansel's army. Suspected as an accessory to the conspiracy against the king's life, Winston Trout was hiding somewhere. Okay. Sheilad Fitz Österlen. We know that. We met Sheilad again in King Hansel's camp, which was not surprising, since Fitz Österlen was always circled monarchs like an old vulture circles a carcass. The discussion he had with Geralt brought no hard facts, but a careful listener could take more from the questions the imperial diplomat asked offhandedly than from the answers he offered the Witcher. He was interested in the situation in the north, the sorcerers and their summit in Loch Muir, as well as in seemingly unimportant trifles. Either way, I already suspected back then that he was playing a game of the high stakes. Okay, so we got all that done. Anything new here? Profile. What the fuck is that? I don't even know. Battlefield, we already know that. Camp, followers, encampment. The inevitable hodgepodge of camp followers had settled in just beyond the palisade of Hansel's military camp. The area was home to all manner of rebels, such as craftsmen, prostitutes, traders, thieves, and vagabonds. In other words, all those needed to keep an army on its feet. Vernon Roche was directed to settle with his soldiers among the camp followers. His instruction from the Cadvanese was meant as a jab at the Temerians, but the Blue Stripes honestly preferred a company of scoundrels to that of warriors bearing the unicorn on their chests. Hut on the Cliff. The abandoned hut on the cliff had witnessed a monstrous event. The entire family inhabiting the home had died a bloody death in unclear circumstances. There were many derelict settlements and farms in the area around Wergen. Some had survived in better shape than others. Wooded gullies scared the land between Bergen and King Hansel's camp. Innumerable monsters, including trolls, inhabited these ravines, so they were not exactly ideal places to picnic, but a traveller following the gullies would be relatively hidden from prying eyes, a fact which, as you will learn, Go took full advantage of. Did we? Some spoilers. Oh yeah, new information on monsters, which we read in books. Rock fiends. What rock fiends are, everyone can see. Even seeing them is not necessary, as hearing a name should be enough to tell anyone what creatures might bear this unpleasant title. The creatures multiplied after the last novel war and today plague wilderness villages and forest settlements. The rock looks weird. I think those are like ghost people. The Trog is a mythical creature, straight from ancient legends of heroes and epic deeds. When the hero enters the burning hells to rescue his beloved, or when he has to avenge his father's death, the Trog is often his opponent. Why are poets so keen to cast this monster as an arch-enemy? Well, the Trog is a wraith, so it fits any dark story, featuring a curse of vengeance from the beyond. There's no telling what it actually looks like, so its terrifying visage can be described in many ways without risking accusation of confabulation. Furthermore, this powerful creature, Prince of the Damned, so it makes it an ideal villain. Earth Elemental. The Earth Elemental is the younger brother of the legendary Tao, the genie capable of creating earthquakes and flattening mountains. Younger and less powerful, but also more mischievous. Felling trees, crushing walls, and smashing people to pulp can be counted among this creature's ranks, but only if their master allows it, of course. We already know trolls, we already met one, which we let alive, even though we held him quite a bit. He was just drunk, nothing more. According to legend, trolls are creatures born of earth and their bodies are made of rock. They hate sunlight, which kills them by turning them into inanimate stone, so they subsist only at night. That's much for legends. In reality, well, as always, truth is much more prosaic. Trolls are living creatures like me and you, and they prefer day to night, for they are so clumsy that they stumble on stones in the dark, spilling vodka. The skin is indeed hard like stone, but beneath there are muscles and a heart that pumps blood. But since they bleed, they can be killed. Arachas, we already faced one of those kings back in the forest, yes, last time, 2 days ago. Arachnids are lone hunters. They patiently wait for their prey to kill it with one swift strike when it appears. The same is true for the Arachas, a huge creature that took a liking of the riverside forest, becoming its undisputed king. A ruler who does not tolerate other hunters on its territory, including witches. Balworm? It looks like Goatman, or something like that. Weird. The Balworm can be compared to a heap of muscles constrained by a sack of hard, elastic skin. Its head is that of a buffalo's, yet its mouth is filled with sharp teeth adapted to rending flesh. Balworms are post-conjunction beasts. The visible mark of chaos are the horns, and the vestigial hands. The creature barely moves, growing all over its body. Gargoyles? In times long gone, when youth was more polite, everything was cheaper and the guilds were more eager, sorcerers could breathe life into inanimate matter and create stone servants display. The gargoyles, for I have them in mind, can be found in ancient cities to this day, but their magic has vanished and now they are nothing more than cornice decorations. There are however exceptions, such as the Logomorian gargoyles, still enchanted and still dangerous. Harpy. Some are repulsed by rot fiends, others cannot stand to hear of Balworms, but I find harpies, foul-tempered beasts with a penchant of thieving, worst of all. Fortunately, the creatures prefer wild, mountainous areas, dens of rocky ledges upon which they can build their nests. However, they invariably establish themselves near human settlements for the simple reason that they would be hard-pressed to find anything worth stealing among animals. We have Bruxae. Bruxae are supposed to be wrestling, there are no vampires apparently. The Bruxae is a higher vampire that is a post-conjunction creature, an intruder in a world. She appears as a beautiful woman, but when she is hungry or attacking, she's terrifying. As a vampire, the Bruxae drinks blood. She often finds a victim to become her lover and a constant supply of sustenance at the same time. Drogir? The Trog is a commander, and his brave soldiers are called Droggers. The Drogs will cause them into existence on battlefields or on cemeteries. Like the Trog, they are born of damned souls and trapped shells created from the remnants of arms and armor, machines and corpus torn apart by scavengers. Okay, crafting, tutorial, alchemy, clochery, Ponta Valley. Okay, we have some new stuff. If you have but a morsel of geographical knowledge, one glance at a map is enough to know why the Ponta Valley is strategically important. It is here that the borders of Temeria, Redania, Cadwin, and Aden meet, and it's the valley that physically marks these frontiers. They say that he who controls the Ponta Valley controls the north, so it is no wonder that the sighted realms have clashed here more than once. Blood has often mingled with the waters of the Ponta, though the reason for this have varied. Wars waged by nobles in pursuit of political interests and merchants seeking trade privileges have been intermingled with raids and massacres, elven uprisings, and the revolts of frontier barons. All these have been garnished with the occasional peasant rebellion, an event that forces off growling factions to unite and crush plebeian mobs drunk on blood and carnage. As the reader will soon learn, this time the region would again bear witness to the events of both important and bloody. Conjunction of the Spheres. There are scores of learned works, dissertations, and treatises about this magical cataclysm from about 1,500 years ago. Because of this event, creatures never seen before entered our world and still do not have their own ecological niche here. Among others, crevices and ghouls are relics of the permeation of the spheres, though elven tradition has it that we, humans, are also newcomers from that time. The sorcerers claim that time humanity received both the wondrous gift and the terrible curse that they consider magic to be at that time. Doplafana. So many stuff here. And the elven tongue, Doplafana means the Valley of the Flowers. Anyone who sees this land with their own eyes would admit to the aptness of this poetic name. Once the southeasternmost province of the Kingdom of Aden, it became the sole and sovereign realm of the three elves following their last war against Nilfgaard, when Emperor Emhyr by Emrys gave the elves these lands in return for their wartime service. Dol Plafana is ruled by the elven sorceress Francesca Vanderbeer, known also as Enid Anglena, the Daisy of the Valley. It remains a thorn in the side of neighboring realms, even though its queen has been forced to distance herself officially from the guerrilla war waged by the Scoia'tael. Aden. This realm is bordered by Cadwin to the north, Redania to the northwest, Temeria and the massif of the Mahakam Mountains to the west, and Lyria to the south. The Blue Mountains line its eastern frontier. Aden's coat of arms is a golden red chevron on a black field, and its capital is Vengerberg. Not long ago, the country nearly disappeared when Nilfgaard occupied its southern territories, and its northern neighbor and supposed ally Cadwin treacherously annexed Upper Aden. Though the invaders were defeated and Cadwin withdrew from Aden's northern lands, the kingdom's fate still hangs by a thread. The country has been ravaged by peasant revolts, and its central government seems ever unsteady. Temeria. Anyone who wishes to be considered an educated man rather than a common boor should mention Temeria first where the northern kingdoms are concerned. The realm's coat of arms is a black shield dotted with silver fleur-de-lis, and its capital is Vizima, with a royal palace erected by King Foltest stands. The country extends its protection to several surrounding domains, including the mountainous dwarven homeland of Markham. Currently, Temeria's neighbors include the mighty Redania, the wooded Cadwin, and Cidaris, known for the truly pathetic poetry of Faldo Marx, a troubadour unworthy of the title, for he chiefly devotes himself to besmirching the work of other superior artists. Two other places in Temeria are essential to our story and thus must be mentioned. Firstly, north of Vizima, near the wide bridge that links the banks of the Ponta, stands the proud fortress and walled town of the La Valette family. Secondly, further up than Ponta lies the small river port and trading post of Flotsam. Both will prove important in the beginning of our story. Redania. Situated between the Bra River in the north and the Ponta in the south, Redania is one of the north's more important kingdoms. Its coat of arms is crowned silver eagle in a red field. The eagle grips a golden scepter in its talons and a small black shield bearing a golden cross adorns a proudly protruding chest. Despite recent unrest, the country survived, unscathed and intact, the crisis that followed the death of King Visimir the Just. Okay, Visimir. Interesting name. Tredogor, King Radovid's seat of power, is the country's capital, though the free city of Novigrad is its largest population center. In fact, Novigrad is something akin to the capital of the world, a center and a cradle of commerce and culture, where an enlightened man can breathe his fill as long as he does so away from the back alleys. Old, musty and scholarly Oxenford, the home of this author's alma mater, is another of the kingdom's noteworthy cities. During the last war with Nilfgaard, Redania joined with Temeria, Aden, Cadwin, and the other northern realms to repel the invaders, and the Royal Redanian Corps played an important part during the Battle of Brenna. And we have Cadwin. The formidable ranges of the Blue, Castrol, and Fury Mountains define an eastern and western boundaries of the densely forested, cold and harsh domain of Cadwin, whose coat of arms is a black unicorn rearing on a golden field. The realm's capital at Ard Caray, or something like that, was the seat of power of King Hanseld, a man known for having a violent temper and pursuing radical policies towards non-humans. The latter could be attributed to the fact that Skirtel units consistently caused great injury to the wooded land and its inhabitants, launching many brutal guerrilla attacks. The local human populace responded with massacres perpetrated on the assimilated elves and dwarves inhabiting the country's cities. And so hatred burned on and blood bred blood. Those who called for peace were accused of treason and often died at the hands of their kinfolk. Furthermore, Cadwin was involved in an age-old feud with neighbouring Aden over the territory of Lomark, and that conflict cast a pall over relations between the two countries. As you will clearly see, its echoes rang out in this story as well. The Empire of Nilfgaard is the largest state in the known world, its rule extending over more than a dozen provinces. It has conquered all the realms south of the Amber Mountains and united them under one crown. Black imperial standards adorned with the golden sun flutter over buildings and outposts from the Ruga River to the north to Vicovaro in the south and the mountain massif of Tia Tocha in the east. The Empire's mighty armies lie in wait, ready to bring death at their ruler's command or to die eagerly in his name. The Black Ones' continued march northward was last stopped several years ago, through the united effort of the northern kingdoms and the sacrifice of much blood at Brenna. Yet peering across the Yagaruga on a bright day, one still can see their dark cloaks, and the sun glancing off the points of their lances. Francesca Findabair. Apparently that's glossary and not a character, for some reason, I don't know why. Though she does not appear in our story, the elf Francesca Findabair, also known as Enid Angliana or the Daisy of the Valley, certainly deserves mention. After the coup on Thanet Island, during which she sided with the mages who had allied themselves with Nilfgaard, Francesca became the Queen of Dorpethana, the state of the Free Elves created somewhat whimsically by Emperor Emhyr. Whimsically, okay. And it is widely considered the most beautiful woman in the world. His pureblood Ain Shadei, with dark gold hair and penetrating azure eyes, is also a powerful sorceress, possessing a tremendous command of the famed elven magic. Dunbanner. The Dunbanner rose to fame during the last wars with Nilfgaard. A Cadwani light cavalry regiment initially patrolled the area around Ban Glien, called to the front. It proved its mettle during the incursion into Upper Aden, but was the chroniclers of the Battle of Brenna who made the unit famous. Because history likes to repeat itself, several years later the Dunbanner once again led Hansel's foray into Aden. This time it suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of an ostensible ally, no less the sorceress Sabrina Klavesik. Decimated beyond resurrection, the unit was never reformed, and its characteristic cloaks and beaver skin caps, which once spread terror in the hearts of Cadwin's foes, became a thing of the past, though they remain identifying marks by which the unit's few surviving former members recognize one another. Those square coins, okay, that explains it. Alrighty, that was a bit Audrin. They're looking for Audrin. So they are doing that from dusk till dark. We're gonna go, and that thing is on 100 vitality. I don't know where I want to go next. 50% to deal damage to more sword damage. Chance of instant kill by pack out attack. That sounds actually pretty lovely. What else do we have? Vitality, and I already got a vitality here. Could put more stuff in magic if I really wanted to. Damage reduction sounds good. Chance of critical effects. Chance of instant kill. Chance of instant kill 2% seems pretty good, but a 10% kill by a counter attack sounds pretty good as well. More damage reduction in general might be nice as well. Might go for that and then two points in that. I don't know. Yeah, let's go for that. Why not? And then we want to meditate.
How did you wind up here?
It is dusk, isn't it? So we should be able to participate, shouldn't we? Takes place during the day, okay. So from noon till dusk, I guess. So we're gonna go till there. Or maybe not like here.
Salutations.
Oh, let's see.
Tournaments. That's a pastime for real men.
Can we start the tourney?
Duels take place from noon to dusk. You'll find me by the arena then.
As long as they
We have it noon. What the? Noon till dusk. We are in this time. What the heck? I guess we go here.
Still looking for coins.
What?
What else am I to do?
It is noon. It is between noon and dusk. What?
Tournaments.
Can we start?
Duels take place from noon to dusk. You'll find me by the arena then.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do?
So,
Drive me crazy.
is it in dusk after all? Or what's the case? I'm a little bit
Tournaments.
Can we start the tourney?
Duels take place from noon to dusk.
What the
Still
fuck?
looking for coins.
Am
else
I
am I to
just
do?
stupid or what's the
This
case?
mist.
We can go till dawn.
What? Greetings. Tournaments.
Can we start the tourney?
Duels take place.
What the
Still
fuck?
looking for coins.
Ow!
What else am I to do? This mist is driving me crazy.
I don't get it. From noon till dusk, it is noon till dusk. I have to go till noon. I don't get it. I just don't get it anymore.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving.
Tournaments.
Can we?
Duels take.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I really have no idea. I have to talk to King Hansel or what's the case. I have no idea.
Aldrin!
Greetings.
I actually have no clue.
Aldrin!
But I have to go in the middle of the night.
Aldrin!
They've hired with this first
Aldrin! Tournaments.
Can we start the tourney?
Duels take.
Fog.
I'm actually completely... I have no idea what's up with that. I'm just...
Audrey, where are you?
How's service under Henselt?
See it and
I have no idea what's going on there.
Audrey, where are you?
I'm actually completely...
What do you want?
Can I talk to him?
You're all right. I've heard you've been helping our
nice.
lads. Talk away, but be quick. If the corporal sees you, he'll have your balls. And ours.
Oh, that's cool. Prisoner.
Bloody fat gun. What do you want?
Information. You from Yorvith's unit?
I'm proud of it. Yorvith will avenge me.
Maybe. I'm responsible for you being captured.
I don't understand.
I warned Yorvith that the Kingslayer had betrayed him. Your leader's alive because of me.
You lie! You're not one of us.
Never claimed to be. I'm not interested in your fight, nor in that of the humans. I have my own goals. I'm hunting the Kingslayer and need information. Will you help me?
I'd rather not reveal anything to the Dwan. Do you know Elder speech? The Thurmen and Rendun's Hest.
Kingslayer has two comrades. Hid among us after assassinating Damawen.
Say here.
Leather appeared one day and began killing without a word. Most terrible warrior I've ever seen. Seraph and Orcus are witches too. They were snake medallions around their necks. We had no chance against them despite our numbers. They killed everyone, but somehow overlooked me. Gotta finish me off. I believed I would die, okay. I don't know, that's someone with a deep knowledge of politics, okay.
Quintus Ken.
Then Kian velt emer dorvat gern. En herd et Kianje es.
If they're still in the area, they must have hidden in the gullies. But that's like searching for a needle in a haystack. Gullies are a real labyrinth. What are their plans? They didn't mention them. Shared food and hid together. They didn't trust us. Not that we trust them. There's one thing, I overheard them. Sir couldn't stand up food, and once he told Orcus he wished the Redanians would finally arrive because he dreamt of having roast beef. What?
Verthain? Que diables Verthain verderel?
So was King Hanselhurst, okay. Also correctly, they were to set off their own after this wizard. That's all I know.
Verfeil.
Quen erle vat gerne hennelinge ken.
Nemesecht.
Oxen and seret est erle ken. Vel mert Gwynblade Kenneth Berg. Veden emeth Gwynblade. Say the step gatis en tread winnes. Verfeil.
Alright.
Hello.
New quest phase, Assassins of Kings, alright. I don't know what's up with this quest here.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Audrey, where are you?
I have to look that up now because something is up with that. Something is not quite working correctly there.
Audrey, where are
How's it called? Witcher 2.
I'm done with this cursed place.
Oh, hands
Bloody
up.
comet. Square coins. That fucking fog.
As long as they pay us.
Where are you?
Here, boy.
Audrey, where are you?
Audrey. Here, boy.
I'm done with this cursed place.
What the?
The bloody comet. Square coins.
Here, boy.
Where are you?
As long as they pay us, I'll sit it out.
Aldrin, where are you?
Here,
I have a
boy.
speaker for again, the arena, between noon and dusk, but it doesn't work.
Aldrin,
Huh?
where are you?
Is it a bug?
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do?
Aldrin,
This mist's
where
driving me
are
crazy.
you?
Here, boy. Aldrin. Aldrin. Here, boy.
Aldrin, where are you?
How did you
Still
wind up
looking
here?
for coins.
What else am I to do?
Aldrin, where
This
are
mist's
you?
driving me crazy.
Dumbass.
Aldrin, where are you?
Aldrin. Here, boy.
Dumbass.
Aldrin.
Aldrin,
Still
where
looking for
are
How did you
coins.
wind up here?
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Aldrin. Here, boy.
Aldrin, where are
Aldrin.
you? Aldrin, where are you?
Aldrin. Here, boy.
Still looking
Aldrin.
for coins.
Where are
What
you?
else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Here, boy.
Can I not start it, or what's the case? I have no idea, it seems weird. Apparently I have to wait or something like that? We'll see, I guess we'll check that out later on then.
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet. Square coins.
Seems odd, but okay. Meditate. Let's meditate till like dawn. Don't like happening at night outside. It's not a good feeling to it.
Aldrin, where are you? Aldrin!
Also have to find Aldrin apparently. He had attacked by the captured elf confessed that Leaf and his two companions were indeed in the area. They had betrayed the skeleton and murdered members of the unit. Furthermore, God learned that the assassins were plotting something regarding the arrival of the Redanian delegation. Can I have a look, or is it not trackable? It's not trackable, okay. Plot curse, suffer, very items have been used, eternal battle. Wasn't his conspiracy. I guess we have to continue with that, or that one doesn't have a follow-up, does it? Courage symbolized. Ask about round Cadvan Camp.
I smell it
Okay.
somewhere.
I mean, we can talk to everyone again.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
How are you?
Because I already talked to them.
Pretty please.
Going somewhere, friend?
We can talk to somebody around here. Let's have a look. Hello, anybody to talk to here?
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Are you moved by the
Hello.
Prophet Lebioda's parables? Then spare an Orin for his humble followers.
Sure. You can have 10.
Having an Orin and not having an Orin makes two Orins.
Cheapskate.
What?
Are you moved by the Prophet Then spare...
Having an Orin and not
Cheap.
Damn it!
Are you moved? Then...
Why the fuck? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No.
having an Orin and
Cheap.
Let me load. Cheapskate, I gave you 19 and you wanted 20 in the beginning, and now you're at 37. Are you joking with me?
Salutations.
Are you moved by the... Then...
Why is he just pissing there? Guess I'll give you 20 then.
You got a black cat.
Are you moved by the Prophet? Then spare an Orin.
having an Orin.
Cheapskate.
Bribe accepted. Okay, whatever. And what did that do? I have no idea. Okay.
We're not the best around here.
You can challenge.
Do I have to talk as well? No idea. Can't have any camp.
Hello. Great.
What is it?
Hello.
You're young. This your first excursion?
Aye. I'm itching for that battle.
Young and zealous. Not afraid?
That's what a Quen card says.
Short arses led by a lass. We'll thrash 'em.
Oh, it was just one time, okay. One time thing. Mr. Mirren.
Godspeed.
Good luck with.
Whatever this I do, yeah.
Do not disturb.
So I'm always doing the wrong decisions because I want to start off slow, but the game apparently wants me to go for the full things immediately.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Children, hear the boy. Children.
Talk to him again? No. No idea. Talk to them? Should I talk to them? Not really.
You'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell.
I can talk to like nobody. What the heck? Can't T-Bird.
A Knight of the Flaming Rose, here.
Geralt of Rivia. Now I recognize you.
I'm honored. Your deeds in Vizima were great. Please accept my thanks and this gift in recognition of your knightly virtue.
Okay, what did he give me? Square coin, or what did he give me? Quest items? Do I have 2 of them now? Oh no.
I've had about enough.
Okay, if you had enough, sure, your thing. What's that? What's the money of
I've no
Vengerberg?
bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
What's Death Mode's area around here, was that?
Look what. What is it?
Aye.
See you.
I don't think I want to share that just yet.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin.
Guess I have to go there first. I don't know, I don't find anything else I can do right now. So I might as well go there.
Great.
How are you? I'll kick your ass.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Aldrin, where are you?
What's a weird lag? Hello?
Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see 2 of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
What are they doing there?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
They may never return.
Anything's possible. But I, for one, hope they just overdid it with the liquor and fell asleep in some bush.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Okay. Find someone. Lost lambs. The gully's somewhere. Okay. I think that might have something to do with, Oh, okay. I think it's together with Odin or however it's called. It's not much I can go, really. I mean, I can follow this path. I think I never went this way before. Oh, I'm not gonna go this way. It's somewhere new. Not about that, Jazz. Can continue this way. Have a look. Can we swim? No, but we can walk at least. Can only go till here. So not much of use to me. Some more rod fiends, okay. What did they do? Why did they do that? Weird. Is that dead end? That's a dead end, okay. Well, those guys, I don't know. Hello there.
Greetings!
Hello. Damn it. Salutations.
Greetings.
Greetings. Oh, blast it.
We can go this way. Don't think they went that way, but can have a look. Not very likely, let's say that way. I hope the Arachas didn't respawn, because that was quite the feat.
Come on!
Anything else here? There's another one. Doesn't look that way? Okay. Grab that. I know that there was an Arachas around here. I don't know if that thing respawned. Doesn't look that way. Nobody's here. Okay. I don't think they would go that way. I don't think they would go this way. I think they went another way. We can still check it out. It would probably be killed by the intriguers by now. That's where this one place where the sorceress died is, isn't it? Oh no, I looped around, did I? Oh yeah, I looped around. Needed to go the other way. So that way. Wait, did I loop around? I have no idea. I'm a bit lost. Oh no, there's the... Oh my
Over
goodness.
here! Inside the cannon! Quick! You'll be safe here! Over here! Inside the candles!
Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candles.
Ow.
Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candles. Quick! You'll be safe here.
Why that though? Seems weird.
We're safe here.
I was here before.
Who are you?
Our descendants will decide who we were when they see what we've left behind.
Who were you before?
What does it matter? Let the sins of youth fade into oblivion. Look at the candlelight. Feel it, and you'll hear what it has to say to you.
I can't hear a thing.
Then you're not ready. But your time will come. You will then hear and understand. Trust me.
Why do you need so many candles? Why not build a campfire?
This is Sabrina's flame. Its light protects us and guides us soldiers every step.
Did you rob a convoy of wax sellers?
I make the candles myself. I give them to anyone looking for protection within the flame of courage.
The valley's been engulfed by a battle of specters. Know anything about it?
It's a place of horror. You can still hear the sound of steel and the cries of the dying. If you want to soothe their pain, you have to believe that Sabrina is watching over you benevolently.
I won't achieve anything without some memory tokens. Magically active conduits left by those who fell in battle. They're supposed to symbolize faith, courage, hatred, and death.
Faith? I don't know what those soldiers believed, but their faith didn't help them. They were deceived. Courage, hatred, and death? There was too much of all of them, especially death. But I remember a knight who, ignoring the danger, led a handful of soldiers against overwhelming enemy forces. Seltkirk of Gullet, Demaven's champion. When Vandergrift's cohort cut him off from the rest of the army, he attacked the visitor fearlessly. If you're looking for a symbol of courage, find Seltkirk's armor.
So long.
Let's go around and cut and come about Selkirk's armor, okay. Little crab in here. Lots of harpy stuff. Taking all of that. Oh, that's more of them. Let's head that way and see where that leads me to. Does it lead me to anywhere? Or it leads me back, okay. Is the thing that leads me back? Yeah, I was here before. Okay, let's head back the other way. I want to find the two soldiers who got lost. Odin and someone else, apparently. They're lost somewhere in the mists. Really interesting place. I don't want to touch it, because that would probably end badly. Nobody's around here right now. Guess we follow this path then. Any soldiers I can talk to around here?
Life can be really
browse and choose.
I'd like to access my storage, and I want to place... That's my arrest warrant, nice. I want to place crafting. all of that, because that's just giving me a lot of weight and we don't really need that.
I fought in Nilfgaard a few years back. Now we make...
Oh! Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village.
No, hey, Dandelion. Nothing new here. Mysterious merchant, he's still here. Okay, they die. That's fine, I guess.
You dying or not?
Why are they constantly coming from here? Can't really tell. They're always there, apparently. Oh, what is that? My stuff. Can't really go forward, can I? Oh. I went into that place, apparently.
Hello. Oh, blast it.
I smell a tamari.
Pretty please.
Alrighty, then I guess we go this way. See what's going on that way. It's the only place they could be going anyway. Still those guys.
How are you? His mother comes and tells him. Ruther are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time. What? What's a pig's
Let me see it's safe before I talk
How
to
are
him.
things, Vernon?
Quiet. Nothing to talk about, really. Like everybody else, I'm waiting to see how events unfold.
Why not stop waiting and try setting something in motion?
My people are combing the area for Letho, who seems to have vanished. There's nothing else I can do. What are you up to?
Busy as ever. I need to lift the fog of specters, reverse Sabrina's curse, and find out who's behind the plot to assassinate Henselt.
I never thought I'd see you so eager to help Henselt.
Coincidence. Our interests happen to have aligned.
What interest might you have in tracking down this plot?
I get the feeling it's all linked. If I can't get to the bottom of this plot, I'll be unable to lift the curse and never recover my past.
In any case, I wonder who's behind it.
Well, I know where the plotters meet. If you want to learn more, come with me.
That would be a grave error. A captain of the Temerian army shouldn't meddle in the domestic matters of another state.
I thought that's exactly what they pay you to do.
Sorry, Geralt. This time I truly cannot help.
The elder and the recruiter
That's
enter,
fine.
and the mother says, "Son,
Hello, how are you?
Trouble. And he's standing with his...
Okay,
He
over
spreads
here.
his cheeks and says, I
Alrighty.
can see that.
I guess we continue that way. And see where the lost lambs are. Let's start away. Check that place out. Does it lead around, or what's the case? Where are we? They are the lost lamps. Found them.
Oi, what you doing here?
I heard Zivik can't wait for you to get back.
Plough it all. If we miss muster, he'll have us flogged. Get us out of here, will you?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes.
Mushrooms.
Again.
Not the mushrooms. A weirdly positioned circle. Celandine.
Who cares enough to bring all these things here?
I don't know. Somebody, obviously.
Nothing interesting.
Anything up here? It's just here for fun or what? I don't really see anything I can interact with. Okay. Guess we continue.
Strange aura. Nothing. Again. Who cares enough to bring all these things here?
I don't know.
Who cares enough to bring all these things here?
So I guess the interesting part is in the middle here.
Strange aura. Let's take a closer look. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots.
Right.
Nothing unusual about them otherwise. Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. Let's see. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle, except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections, and they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly like this place. People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it, except for one person. With Kedweni Army-issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving, but harmless. Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel
Recently, interesting.
I better take one, just in case. I need to bring the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief, who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
We also got a letter. May a relic letter of a soldier's supplication, a square coin. Macrophage teeth, okay. Letter of supplication to Saint Sabrina. Saint Sabrina, I humbly beg you to bear my supplication. Grant me, O fairly, your blessing and protection. Deign to save me from the snares of my enemies and from all dangers. Okay.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then, but only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Really? Then give us the nail.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping it? Not heard what they say. Relics are like fist tech for simple folk.
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
Burning them for Sabrina?
To you, 'tis a waste of time, right?
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
What kind of stories did the visionary tell?
He says, if we burn candles, the dead sorceress's spirit will save us from death in battle.
He also says only those who believe will survive.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
How did you manage to avoid the drowners on your way here?
I didn't see any
visionary
drowners.
was with us. He led us through, then left.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
Beats me why they've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right. We should have sat on that.
Anything else here? I want all that shit, so please wait a second. Life and Death of the White Rose, okay. That's cool. Let's have a look at that. The Life and Death of the White Rose. The story of the one known as the White Rose of Sharovet is both sad and tragic. Over 200 years ago, Larian led elven youth into a hopeless fight against humans. This heroic dash could end in only one way. They died for freedom, for stone and marble of their cities, and for Erlin. Just as she promised, they died with dignity, heroism, honor. The elves could not rise again after their defeat. However, she remains a symbol of fighting for freedom to this day, and elven insurgents go to battle with a name on their lips. Alright. I take that. Oh, wrong way. That way. Ah, damn you. Anyone else around? Want all that shit?
Drowner lairs. Not the best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you, they'd have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher. We can't let Zivik catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from the monsters. So what's one little thing?
Alrighty. Guess we can talk to Civic.
His mother comes and tells him the Elder and the Recruiter are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs.
Guess we talk to Civic about our reward. Also got another square coin, so that's the other way we could have gotten a square coin, I guess.
Not another fucking stone.
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet. Square coin.
Here he is.
What do you want, Witcher?
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Oh, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
Alrighty.
There's a soldier by the inn selling scraps from Sabrina's execution site.
I know. The damn quartermaster. This business of his muddles the minds of the soldiers. Suddenly, everyone believes a splinter in your pocket will protect you in battle. Half-wits.
After what happened here 3 years ago, it's no surprise they're terrified.
I'll tell you one thing, Witcher. In combat, I can count on my shield, my armor, and my comrades, if they still live. Many of those boys will die in Bergen, even with their pockets stuffed with mystical splinters that cost a silver piece each. I want them to be afraid. When steel hits steel, I want them to be alert, damn it. If they're dumb and put their trust in rusty nails and ashes, they won't have a hope in hell.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Wish I could have, but only the 5th Company was sent there. She deserved it. What she did to the boys. Believe me, I've seen a lot of monstrosities in my life. My brother died during a coup in Rhine when a mage boiled the blood in his veins. Also, I once saw a soldier raping a dead elf woman. But 3 years ago, people melted like lead. Something you can't forget, Witcher.
I heard there's a man living outside the camp known as the Visionary. Ever met him?
The soldiers talk about him, but I've never seen him. If I ever do, he'll regret that he fooled my people with all those superstitions.
Did you participate in the battle?
I did. And I fought. But I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Cadwennies, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting
What do I have
started
with
in
the
the
plague?
afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisit, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Selkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Selkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edirn's finest swordsman. Wherever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Vandegrift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our champion. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
Were you at Brenna?
Ah, yes. Cut down more Black Ones there than anywhere else. The Redanians were in disarray on the left when we joined the battle. Same with the Temerian regiments in the middle. We arrived just in time. Menno Cohorn commanded the Nilfgaardians. He was some leader. Even we feared him like fire. But somehow we prevailed.
What happened to him afterwards?
He refused to flee, died like many others. Though no one knows who did it, and no one ever found his corpse.
You mentioned the priest.
A really good man. He was with us the whole time, during the march, in the barracks, and in battle. Among common soldiers. Freya gave him a medallion to protect him from fire. I don't know how true that is, but he led me and many others to safety.
Who has this medallion?
King Henselt. I saw it once. I don't know how he got hold of it, but he definitely had it.
Okay, interesting.
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the third day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, Gullet. Knights, armored infantry, peasants, the Bergen Dwarf Regiment. All save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armored troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the North. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Edirnians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Did you see the duel between Selkirk and Vandegrift?
From a distance. At the time I was on that hill, and they were somewhere over there. The field used to be as flat as a table. It was their second duel. Earlier, in peacetime, they'd met at a tournament in Ard Caraig. Selkirk won then. Vandegrift's sword cracked and the Visitor had to yield. After the tournament, he had a new sword forged by Kedwen's best mages and swordsmiths. That's how Loatham came to be.
I think that means hatred in the Elder language. Pretty pretentious.
They say a sorcerer cast a spell on the sword and told Vandegrift the blade wouldn't crack as long as he remained invincible. The mage got 50 lashes and was the last to mention any such nonsense.
Who has Vandegrift's sword now?
When the Sea of Flames died out, the looters ran amok. They found Selkirk's chainmail, which survived somehow. Maybe it was magical too. Vandegrift's sword went missing. The boys in the camp claim the female dragon slayer has it, but I wouldn't even try talking to her.
Who's got Selkirk's chainmail?
A certain Vincent Trott.
I know where he
No
is.
nobility, in the army since forever, a greedy bastard.
Where can I find him?
That's a problem. Deathmold wanted him arrested after they found a square coin on him. Some of the officers and noblemen want to get rid of the Black Ones. They don't like how they lord it around the camp, even though the king talks to them. Those coins are their sign, the stupid bunch of plotters. Anyway, Vincent's a swashbuckler. He thrashed Deathmold's people and disappeared. Those with the coins won't say a word because they're scared of death mold.
Do I have this right? You served in the Dun Banner?
Did indeed. Henselt's never commanded a fiercer group of warriors, and he never will. If not for us, there'd have been no victory for the North at Brenner. We carried the day.
I didn't see the Dun Banner in the camp.
And you won't. The unit's no more. Ensign Eckhart Hennessy carried the standard into battle for the last time 3 years ago.
Okay, everyone died there.
Worse, the Edirnian troops, the bastards. The Dun Banner, the pride of Kedwen, lost its standard and almost all its men. The Visitor refused to send us reinforcements when we were cut off. The Dun must prevail. It's been in worse shite than this. The Dun will be all right. 7 Edirnians to each one of us. We had no fucking hope. 200 men went into battle and less than 70 came back. But that's not all. Only a few survived to this day. The boys couldn't handle it. Suicide, firewater, fist tech. A few became highwaymen. They ended up on the gallows or in ditches. Memories can also kill you, and soldiers don't always deal with them well.
I have to find that standard.
I heard it lies in the catacombs neath Bergen, alongside my mates. Hey, if you're thinking of going there, I ought to give you my beaver skin cap. That's its rightful place.
Alright.
Thanks, Civic. So long.
So we got a lot of stuff here. Faith symbolized, hatred symbolized. Mandragrift swords, okay. Find Vincent Rad, I already know where he is.
Take care. What do you want, Witcher?
Oh, it's still there.
Greetings.
Tournaments. Now that...
Can we start the tourney?
Ready?
I need more time to prepare.
Okay. Now we can do it apparently. Then let me do the following. Meditate. Drink a potion. Swallow. There we go. No, I can do that apparently.
Tournaments.
Can we start the tourney?
Ready?
Any rules?
What are the rules?
2 adversaries fight until one of them yields.
That's it?
The loser is out of the tourney. Ready?
Okay.
Who will I be fighting?
Your opponents will be Gwydion, Rendag, and Boran. Interested to know who they are?
Who's Gwydion?
One of the top fencers in the Kedweni army.
Rendag.
Who's Rendag?
A very experienced soldier. He's fought in all of Henselt's campaigns for the past 20 years.
Boran?
Tell me about Boran.
Boran's famous for his courage. He fears nothing and no one.
Their names are enough.
Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then.
Alrighty. It's basically just a normal sword fight.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia will now fight the Honourable Gwydion. I yield. Witcher Geralt wins! You won. Let me know when you're ready for the next fight.
All right.
Talked about to begin another fight.
That's a pass.
Can we continue the tournament?
Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then.
Let's do that.
The Witcher will now take on the Honourable Rendag.
Oh my goodness.
Anyone know what it's all about?
I surrender! Witcher Geralt wins!
Nice. So they're not that difficult.
You won. Let me know when you're ready for the next fight.
All right.
It's fine.
Tournaments.
Can we continue the tournament?
Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then. Geralt of Rivia will now take on the fearless Baron.
I yield!
Witcher Geralt
Alrighty.
wins!
That was easy enough.
Is there not a single fucking soul in Kedwin able to beat the Witcher? Dung-filled cowards, all of you!
Apparently not in Kedwin. But in Temeria, perhaps. I'll give it a shot.
That could be interesting. If you win, I'll double the reward.
The Witcher's challenger this time will be Vess, a maiden serving in an elite unit of the Temerian army.
Alrighty.
I surrender!
A few more like him and I could conquer half the world. Give him the prize! He's earned it!
There we go.
The king wanted a spectacle and he got it. A shame the result was so predictable.
Witches are not invincible.
Seems this one is. But you were brave nonetheless.
She fought harder than all the Kedweni soldiers combined.
You're very kind.
Wasn't so kind in the arena.
He took me seriously.
That's true.
Thanks for not giving me a handicap. I'm going back to my camp. Visit me if you want.
Women. Here's your praise. I need to get back to my business.
Thanks.
Nice. That was easy enough. On to Hansel, talk to Vaz.
I'm done with this.
What are we going to do? Are we going to fuck Wes or what's the case?
Square coins. That mark.
Well, we can go for it, why not?
As long as they pay us, I sit there.
Audrin, where are you?
Pretty swampy around here.
Thought it was here yesterday.
Alrighty, Wes.
Semper Fi!
I wanted to thank you. That was a great fight.
The only great fights are those I win.
It's no dishonor to lose to a mutant created for swordsmanship.
If it wasn't a tournament but a battle, we wouldn't be speaking now.
You were better than all the knights of Ketwin put together.
You're very kind.
I'm sincere.
A rare trait. Perhaps I should take advantage of this opportunity.
Since we're being honest, I'd like to have some wine with you.
With pleasure.
I wasn't expecting you to agree. This was your chance to get back at me.
I have no need. In truth, I'm grateful to you.
Interesting.
I was sure you'd go easy on me. Then I'd have told you to bugger off. But since you took me seriously, I have some Toussaint wine in my tent. Could I tempt you?
Lead the way.
Alrighty.
I learned more about you from that duel than from all our conversations put together.
I'm curious. According to Geralt of Rivia, what is Vess like?
She's ambitious, honorable, and beautiful.
In that order?
What if I say the reverse?
If you think I don't like to hear compliments about my beauty, you're very wrong. I'm a soldier, and it pisses me off when I'm viewed as a pair of tits atop an arse. But I'm also a woman, and like every woman, I have my needs.
In that case, let's drink to your needs.
I fulfill my needs differently.
Then what do you want to drink to?
To us?
I didn't know there was an us.
Better to live a day as a king than a life as a beggar. First we'll drink the wine, then we'll go to bed.
Can we do it the other way round?
Why not? Let's do it. Did I not put off my armor? Is the bat just that loud?
He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes a pig's eye and puts it between his buttocks.
Alrighty, I guess that's fine.
Puts a pig's eye in his arse. The elder and the recruiter enter. Sorry,
Okay,
they've come to take you to war.
guess that's fine.
And he's standing with...
Alrighty, blood curse. Oh my goodness, we have quite a few things here. Blood curse, eternal battle. Two soldiers, yeah. So I have to go back to the visionary. Score to satellite. I don't know what it is. Secret symbol. I don't know where I have to go there. I probably have to continue the conspiracy theory. If I would guess.
Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village.
Still wonder where Odrin is. It's missing. Not sure where I'm supposed to find him. Was here yesterday? What was here yesterday? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Like at the Kedvani camp. Anybody else have something to talk about?
Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village.
A bit scared of going against propaganda.
How'd you do?
Truly an
Here,
annoying
boy.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on
I
their
smell
eggs.
it to mare.
This mist lift.
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it. We're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
how fast?
It's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry.
Okay.
It won't just disappear.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on. As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for
I
free.
get 100 ore every time I arm wrestle with him. That seems quite insane.
I'm ready.
Because he's not that difficult. He's a bit difficult, but not that difficult.
You're the best. You just proved it. Gods, I need to train. Who knows when we'll find ourselves on opposing sides of the barricade. We're mercenaries after all.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on
Alrighty.
their eggs until this mist lifts.
Thanks for that.
It won't just
Where are you?
Weirdo.
Weirdo.
Why
Good stuff.
in the manner I'm stuck here?
Monsters? mutants. I've had about enough.
You had about enough, okay. Where's this one guy? He was around here, I thought. I've been wrong after all.
I've no idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian. I smell it. Greetings, Witcher.
Oh, there's Hanseld.
The sight of your camp must instill fear in your enemies' hearts. I'm certain the stench does.
Normal military conditions, Witcher. Boiling cabbage, stale sweat, and the smell of fear. They're constant companions in the expansion of any great empire.
Thanks for the history lesson. I take it you'll wait until the last minute to bring the remaining troops across.
Nothing sinks defenders' hearts more than steady increases in their enemies' ranks. Though I'll say these Vergen sons of bitches are worthy foes and won't flee so easily. It's good having a neighbor who knows how to fight.
I'm not sure the people of Eddern share that sentiment. Deathmold was kind enough to help me. I may be able to lift the curse sooner than I thought.
Details don't interest me. I expect results. That said, Master Geralt, what would you say to a long-term offer? Protection, for instance.
If it involves eliminating monsters, then yes.
That's perfect. My regal person is at all times threatened by potential monsters.
Not the same. I'm ill-suited to being a bodyguard.
You tread upon a slippery meadow, Witcher. Beware, it's strewn with the nastiest cowpies. I'm not one to be refused.
It would run counter to Witcher rules, Your Majesty. I don't meddle in politics. I agreed to lift the curse because that's a part of my profession.
And I usually get what I want.
I still refuse. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. And the bodyguard with moral dilemmas is not likely to provide the best protection.
Seems logical, though I'd even say it contains a hint of a threat. Congratulations, Witcher! You've managed to piss me off and entertain me at the same time.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Where's this one guy? I thought I saw him somewhere around here. It's good stuff. Isn't that him? I thought he had that. Guess I'm wrong after all.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
It's mine.
Spoiled my day.
Death mode. Okay, what did I not talk about? Is that
Does the name Vincent Trott sound familiar?
A traitor. He did some damage in my ranks. 1 dead and 2 still in the field hospital. If you know where he's hiding, I've some issues I'd like to discuss with him. The tools are already in the fire, but the rogue seems to have donned an invisibility cap.
I believe he has Seltkirk's armor, one of the artifacts.
My investigation's at a dead end. I know not where he is, and I'll soon need to resort to more radical methods.
Hold off a bit longer. If he escapes...
There's no way to do so. My people guard the ford, and I doubt our brave Vincent could make it past the specters. He must be nearby.
Learn anything new about the curse?
The mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
Spoken to the king yet?
Indeed, he was delighted to hear he can be cut from the curse.
Great, because I need the medallion of the priest known as Crest. I heard it's in Henselt's possession.
He'll give you nothing until you free him from the curse. Truthfully, I believe I understand him. You have a good chance of perishing when you confront the Draugrs.
Give me a break, Deathmold. The two of you are just afraid I'll leave this entire mess in your hands.
Ah, that is something I do not fear at all, for I know exactly why you're here. As for the king, you may curse him and scold him and call him a fool if you wish, though it's not something I would advise.
I need magic powder to mark out the runes.
Are you aware that the formula requires powdered camphor resin?
I am.
Then you must also know that the resin is extremely valuable.
Well, I can't pay you, so just give it up.
Ha! You're pressing your luck.
Maybe it's because my services are worth no less than camphor resin.
Out of my sight before I lose my patience!
You never asked why I needed the powder.
Why then?
For the exorcisms that'll release your king from his curse.
I've one more thing you might find useful.
What's that?
You asked me for protective runes. I've done better. Take this grimoire, which details many. I believe there's even one for syphilis. I've marked my recommendations.
Thanks.
Magic powder and death promotes Grimra. Okay.
See you.
Death mode's grimoire. Alright, interesting. That. Interesting. I think it's a magical powder. It's at least something. I don't really want to talk to him about Blottiston. I want to do some alone for now.
Dirk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging around the tents like idiots.
I thought there was somewhere another soldier which would talk about the coin if I had one.
Here, boy.
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet, square coin.
I wonder where Aldrin is.
Where are you?
Out! What is it?
Just the arm wrestling guys,
Something brewing.
I guess.
Out! Greetings.
Godspeed.
Good luck with.
Do not disturb.
You say so.
Lieutenant said this nail was the closest to her right hand.
You fool!
What's going on?
Stay out of it.
Sabrina was a saint in her lifetime. Remember how she healed the wounded?
But now she's dead and can't help anyone.
I believe the visionary. Those who dismiss his words are doomed.
Doomed are those who take lunacy for prophecy and carcasses for holy arses.
What's this argument about?
I bought a relic to protect me from Scoia'tael arrows. They say I was ripped off.
That relic's rubbish.
Show me the relic.
What for?
I have a similar nail. Mine's rusty, but this one looks like new.
So what?
Told you, the seller ripped you off.
I'd like to talk to him.
Better hurry up, because if he's conned me, I'll chop his head off.
So long.
Damn it! This is a brothel, not a military camp.
Relics, artifacts, trinkets, and talismans.
So basically that one.
Hallowed and highly valuable.
I found footprints at Sabrina's execution site. Do you know anything about that?
Why would I? You found them, not me.
Yet your boots are black from ash.
Shh. All right. What do you want to know?
Do you believe in the power of your merchandise?
You mean the relics? Others believe in them, that's what counts. They'll believe in anything that gives them hope. Soldiers shit their pants and throw up in fear before going into battle. If kissing a rusty nail gives them courage, then in my book, it works.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Sure I did. I was in the 5th Company. I remember the commotion when that idiot Yahon killed her with a spear. If only I had that spear now.
Where's Yahon's spear now?
I don't know. Besides which, it's none of your concern. I simply won't talk about that.
You know Yahon?
Never heard of him. Where'd you get the idea that I know him?
Do you remember the curse that Sabrina placed on the king?
When they set the stake on fire, she shouted something to the king. His face went red, but I couldn't hear very well. She probably foretold his syphilis. A gruesome death.
Do you remember the sorceress Sabrina?
Same as all the others. Looked like a young nympho, but an old hag inside. You want to talk about her? See that freak who burns candles?
Got anything interesting there?
Ash from the stake where Sabrina burned? Nails that fastened the wheel of death? Whatever your heart is...
Whatever my heart desires. You have jag shit, basically. You can get the iron ring.
I've no bloody idea where you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Alrighty.
We're not the best around here.
Well. So everything points me towards the visionary, basically. Somebody hiding out around here, maybe? Let's have a look. Nothing here. Doesn't look like it. I don't know if I want to really continue the main quest yet.
Salutations.
Great. What do you want, Witcher?
So long.
What do you want?
Okay, it's just here you can't forge me stuff.
Greetings.
What do you want, Witcher?
Oh no, you see, got bounties everywhere.
So?
What do you have? You have lots of diagrams, okay. That's about it, okay. We put stuff in here. Do I have runes? I wonder. I probably have runes in my stash. I might as well use them, to be honest.
Where are you?
How's service?
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Idiot.
Greetings.
Aldrin!
Can't talk to him. Doesn't want to talk. You want him around? He doesn't want to talk? Okay.
What do you want, Witcher?
Oh god damn it, he's everywhere.
Take care.
Can we go up there? No. Can go out here though. Sad way. Did I ever go this way? Where does it lead? Oh. There's Odrin. It's a bit smashed.
Get up, you piss bump. Your friends are worried sick about you.
What? Where am I? What am I doing here? This is strange.
Are you Aldrin?
Aldrin, that's right. And that one was a cunt runt. Not a proper her, you know? I was all la-dee-da, I'll plough you nice, I says. And she done scream at me, like a bruxa.
She was a
Aldrin,
bruxa.
You're so drunk a single spark and you'd be a torch. Now straighten up and shut up or the guards won't let you in the camp.
So I says to her, I says, Square, schmer, what square? What the fuck, fist, do you mean? I wanna plough. And this cunt's prating on about square fish.
Tell me about the square fish later. We gotta get you back to your friends. They're worried about you.
Me mates? Ulf? Ulf, me brother, where is he? Ulf? Ulf?
Calm down and try not to puke on the guards.
Bring Odrin to his three friends. I guess I've found Aldrin. I'll take a second.
Calm down and stand up straight.
Turn. Up. Yes, sir. I'm going where I'm going. I'm not going where I'm not going. I'm going. Halt! What's that corpse you want to drag into the camp?
Private Audrin. He's sick.
Looks like he slept in a vat full of booze. Smells like he fell out of a dwarf's arsehole. Why, you limp arse prick? You saying I stink? Come here!
Audrin, shut up. King Henselt's in danger, and this is the only man who can provide important information.
That's right. I'm the fucking only man. The only one. Get it? That's me.
Shut up, Audrin.
Important information. From him.
You better believe it.
The commander catches him in the camp in that state. He'll skin him alive. Then skin me alive for letting him in.
Not my concern. If you want, report it to your commander. I'm going to question this drunk, then hand him over to the guards.
All right. But I warned you. Come in.
Come on, Audrin.
With you? Never.
Calm down and let's go.
After you talked all that shite about me, you stinking prick, I'll not go anywhere with you. Not in my life. Piss off of me, you treacherous louse. Giving me up to the guard? Well, I'm not going anywhere with you.
Well, great. I thought that's how I could guard in. I don't really want to use my money for that. Scrap. Let's pick him up. Sit down, Aldrin. I'm going to take a look what's inside here first. Probably knackers now. A little bit more of that territory there. God damn it, that was close. Alrighty. Quite some stuff. Maybe more? God damn it. Alrighty, anyone around? Doesn't look that way. All of that and that. Nothing around here, I guess. Jesus Christ, what's around here? Poison Tarpy Claw. Huh. What is that place? Interesting. Nothing I can take here? Come on. Okay, nothing around here apparently. Where does that lead even? I wonder. Some orange and that's about it. Okay. Interesting, nothing else here. Just around, I assume. Yeah, that's where I came from, I believe.
Medallion's vibrating.
Right. Heard him. Ouch. Armor of Barnard. What do I currently have? I have an Armor of Barnard. But I have a better one. Okay. Cadvanny jack boots, some orange. Lots of swords, orange. Poisoned harpy claw. Elemental trophy, okay. Can I take that? Guess not. What are the boots I got? Elemental trophy, 50 vitality, damage boost. Cadvanny sword, nope, bastard sword. Cadvanny jack boots. I'm basically saying I have already. Poisoned harpy claw, yeah, doing quite some damage apparently. Alrighty, was that all there was to that place, or was there more? Might be more. I went this way last time, so let's continue that way. Called Igni. Anyone camping out here? Art, okay. What am I here? What is this? It's like a place for people. Oh, I can probably use art now. No? That seems crap. I guess that's where the turmeric camp is it? Can't quite tell. Might be. It looks all the way around, so it could be. I have no idea. Guess we go back. Got some loot out of it. Weird. Did I go this way already? No, I didn't. What's that? Why did that change? I don't know. Are we here? Some more rot feet? Okay. Didn't explode at least. Here's some more. That's a crater one. Alrighty. Crater mutagen. Orange, alrighty. Take that. Anyone else around here? Iron ore, iron ore, iron ore. Any lava armor, okay. I'm still on the boundaries of my load, so that's at least good. Lots of shit around here. I didn't sound too well. You're carrying too much weight, you've got to be kidding me. I'm at 250. Do I have anything I can enhance? Get rid of some. Mail enhancements, armor enhancement. I don't really have anything, do I? I have some swords. Not very good ones. Armor, could have any lava armor, that's not really good. Swallow. Wasted a little bit on my march. Guess we can take that one then. Meditate and drink a potion. Get rid of some. I'm still too heavy? You've got to be kidding me. I don't want to throw away stuff though. That's crap. Well, if I use something from Isaac arachnid oil, who cares? I'm now in the boundaries again, okay. I will be out of the boundaries in a second, but... What the fuck is that thing?
How many more can there be?
Oh my fucking goodness. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay. Got that thing. I'm still not too heavy yet, though. That's good. Now I'm carrying too much weight. I hope I don't have to fight that much. I don't know. Guess I'm going back. Because I don't know how much space this area actually is. Need to sell some shit. That's basically it. Let's just walk out. So we already killed a code man and we killed an elemental. That's great. I have to bribe the enemy then, and not the enemy, the guards, and not walkie effects. This guy's causing me way more trouble than it's worth, but well. Come here, Audrin. Gonna bring you now home to your friends. I'm heavy as fuck, probably weighing like a ton. We'll get it.
Calm down and stand up straight.
Darn. Up. Yes, sir. I'm going where I'm not going where I'm not going. I'm going.
Count safe, that's great. Stay there for a second, please. Gonna do safe. Can I talk to these guys? Can't talk to these guys, oh well. And let's see about that. Come on, Audrin.
Halt! What's that corpse you want to drag into the camp?
Private Audrin. He's sick.
Looks like he slept in a vat full of booze. Smells like he fell out of a dwarf's arsehole. Why, you limp arse prick! You saying I stink? Come here!
Audrin, shut up.
Let's just give him like, I don't know, 50.
Alright. Audrin, come on.
Where do all these drunks come from? Fuck. And the mice? I'm back! I won! Yeah!
Shut up, Audrin. Let's look for your friends.
Uh-huh. See, I'm going to take me a nap right here.
Audrin, stop fucking around and get up.
What? Huh? Who are you? Oh, right. Wait a second. Oh, did you see that? Something just flew past my head.
Yeah, it was probably bug.
Oh,
1 tankard, 2 tankard, 3 tankards, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, barf your guts upon the floor. 5 tankards, 6 tankards, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall neath the table, tear your arse to the stool. 10 tankards onwards and your guts are like a stone. Can't even see your prick, it's time to head for home. The cock calls as it dawns light. Damn, he's bloody loud. Suit up, fall in, attack and get well plowed.
Where are you?
Audrin, let me kiss that mug.
Audrin, where are you?
1
tankard, 2 tankard, 3 tankards, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, barf your guts upon the floor.
It's driving me crazy.
5 tankards, 6 tankards, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall neath the table, tear your arse to the stool. Swarms 10 tankards onwards and your guts.
Audrin, stop fucking around and get up.
It's time to head for home. The cock calls and dawns like damn, he's coming down. He's bloody loud. Suit attack and get well plowed.
Jesus Christ.
Salutations.
Okay, his friends have fallen me.
1 tankard, 2 tankard, 3 tankards, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, barf your guts upon the floor. 5 tankards, 6 tankards, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall neath the table, tear your arse to the stool.
Alright.
10 tankards onwards and your guts are like a
Almost there.
stone. Can't even see your prick, it's time to head for home. The cock calls and dawns like damn, he's bloody loud. Suit up. Beer!
I'm buying.
Ever see a witcher spreading coin around? Well, ever.
A first for me.
It all depends on the company.
Hear that, cocksuckers? Now step the fuck away from my best mate.
Beer inspires great conversation.
No, that was beautiful, what you said.
So, what are we going to converse about?
I'm looking for work. Think Henselt could use a witcher?
Deathmold would make better use of one.
Aye. He'll cut you up into bits and look at them neath a scope. Like a frog.
Shut it. Deathmold's got long arms and even sharper ears.
I'm not sure it's good that a mage has so much power.
That's the king's concern, not ours.
It's your concern if you're afraid of Deathmold.
Deathmold's a prick.
Shut up, Audrin, before I lash you.
Beer all round.
No, we'll not drink with you. You're a spy.
Gelt, a spy? Draw your sword!
Calm yourselves. And you step away before anything dramatic happens.
Damn it, this is a brothel, not a military camp.
Fuck my life. And Servicia Veritas failed. Wait, what? Autosave, really? God damn it.
Shut up, Audrin. Let's look for your friends.
See, I'm gonna take me a nap right here. You wake me just as soon as you've brought him to me.
Audrin, stop fucking around and get up.
What? Huh? Who are you? Oh, right. Wait a second.
Alright, let's
Did you
redo
see
that.
Something just flew past my head. Aldrin! Bats! 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 Bats!
Riley number 1.
Aldrin, let me kiss that mug. 1 tankard's 2 tankard's 3 tankard's 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, bath your guts upon the floor.
Number 3.
5 tankards, 6 tankards, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall off the table, tag your to your stool.
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
The cock calls at doors like damn he's bloody loud.
What the heck?
Shoot, pull in, attack, and get well plowed.
What the heck? And now I was stuck there. Well, great. Just great. This quest is a bit annoying.
5 tankers, 6 tankers, you like a ghoul. Don't release the tail, tie your ass to your stool. Get him away! 10 tankers onwards and you got you like a stone.
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
The cock calls the dogs like damn he's bloody loud. Shoot up, pull in, attack and get well plowed.
Holy fucking shit. Don't you tell me that quest just bugged out and I have to reload another save. Then I'm really pissed.
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
Great. This quest is bugged out now, apparently. Because now it wants to animate the scene where it just goes and falls to the floor.
Get him away!
What the heck?
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
There we go, finally.
I'm not going where I'm not going. I'm going.
1 tanker, 2 tankers, 3 tankers, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, bath your guts up on the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall into the table, tie your ass to your stool. 10 tankers onwards and you got you like a stone. Can't even see a prick, it's time to head for home. The cock calls the dogs like damn he's bloody loud. Shoot up, pull in, attack and get well plowed.
Say that. And then we're here, finally.
1 tanker, 2 tankers, 3. Beer!
I'm
ever
it all
here.
Beer.
No. So
I'm looking for work. Think Henselt could use a witcher?
Now let's
Death
redo
Lord
that.
would make better use of one.
Aye. He'll cut you up into bits and look at them neath a scope. Like a frog.
Shut it! Deathmold's got long arms and even sharper ears.
Henselt trusts Deathmold. I think the king knows what he's doing.
He don't know shite. I stand by it. Deathmold's got him under his thumb.
Quiet down.
Folk are happy, though. That's what's important.
Folk have had Henselt about up to the top of their helmets. Things go on like this, they'll knock his fat arse off that throne. He don't look to his soldiers no more. Forgotten us, the ingrate.
Well, it's no surprise they want to get rid of him, huh?
Aldrin, shut it.
Geralt's like a brother. I'll keep no secrets from him.
Who are you talking about?
A knave, greedy and cruel. Kills for pleasure. The son of a bitch has magic armor and plays tough. Thought he could do what he pleased until he caught Deathmold's eye. Now he's hiding. Too bad about them other lads. If Trott's caught, he'll give them all up. Heads will roll, I tell ya. Some peoples have come together to plot. They wanted me to join them, but I was too busy. And I don't trust this Trott. Them other coiners is all right, but Vincent's a greedy sadist.
Where can I find them?
What you mean where? The brothel, of course. Ask for Whistling Wendy.
I'm not looking for a whore.
Once you have her, pay attention now. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Get it right. Except you won't get the fucker then. Ah, and give her this. I've no use for this coin. Won't buy me no beer. Wendy'll take you to them coiners.
Guess I have a couple then. Carrying too much weight, I need to get rid of some shit. There's a Vista Veritas. Quest completed.
Relics, artifacts.
Got anything? Ash from whatever you.
Yeah, you're gonna get all the weapons now. I know, I need them. Range weapons, I don't even need them necessarily. I don't need those ones either. Already have those. Junk, don't have any junk. That's fine, I guess. At least I can walk again now. I want to get out.
Not another fucking stove.
Browse and
Like to access my storage and put all of that shit in here since I don't use them anyway. And then all the crafting stuff as well. Way up there, please. Wait, what? Where's my... It's really interesting. Okay. Weird. You can have all of that now. Crafting, yeah. Crafting is fine. Do I have any enhancements? What do I have? Earth rune, fire rune. Okay. Whitestone, sword upgrade, just some swords and all sorts. Bleeding. Damage. Bones and signs. Resistance to incineration. Damage reduction block. Vitality. I like vitality, so let's get 2 of these. Except, let's just get all of them, why not? Let's see what we can use for that. We have 2 swords after all. Huntsman's rune bleeding, yeah, damage, sure. Well, it's just straight up normal damage, duration 20. It has duration though, so don't really want to use that in the end. Sun rune, just damage, moon rune, damage to signs, fire rune, incineration, earth rune, vitality. I like myself some vitality, so let's put 1 in silver and 1 in the steel sword. Then... Wait, what? Oh, I put a Yizek rune there. Oh well. Earth rune. Then I had something for bleeding. What was the bleeding thing? I put a bleeding in there. I might have. Then we do some maybe incineration, bonus on signs. Or just a straight up sun rune for more damage. I don't know. Well, that is better in the end. Fire rune. Let's put some fire runes in there. Alright.
browsing.
I'd like to access my storage, all the crafting ingredients, go and hear them. Moon rune and sun rune, and we can also put some more enhancements back. Armor enhancement, dwarven enhancement, mail enhancements, steel enhancements, studded enhancement, and whetstone. That's all we don't really need immediately. We don't need 2 dancing stars, 1 is enough. I don't know why it captures that, and I have no idea. We'll see. Except, that thing, we don't need 2 of them, 1 is enough. Is that it around here? Diagram and trigger hide armor, we only 1 as well. Except, I don't know if I need that many cats, but we'll keep them around for now. Trophies, I don't need all the trophies here. Maybe I need them for something else later on, but for now that's fine. And then I want to continue to explore this one cave we found earlier.
Well, it was here
There might be some more
yesterday.
interesting stuff in there. And interesting stuff is always nice to have. We already found like a ballhead man. We found... What else did we find? We found a lot of crater rot fiends. Some good stuff, made some money out of it. I think we have now again almost 3,000 orens. That's great. I don't even know, what did we collect the last game? Was it Florence or was it... I think it was Florence. Now we have orens. It changes every game. I hope those guys didn't respawn. I want to continue to explore that shit. So I stopped around here, I believe. I already checked out that path. I went to the right, so the only way left is left here. And there was the bar around here. We can go either right or we go to the left. Let's follow the path to the left first. See about that. And new monsters. See anyone? Orange. More orange. Iron ore, iron ore, iron ore. Even more orange. Okay, is that it? Some stuff I can't collect apparently. Okay, fine. So it was a good choice to go here first, because there's a dead end. Dead ends are always the best choice. And we'll go to the left. Check out that path. No enemies whatsoever? Really? That seems a bit odd, but okay. Fine with me, I guess. Paling? What is that? Paling and a hammer. Some tools. Cloth. Leather. Okay. Fine with me. So that was it. It was just some more loot, basically. The ball-heading guy was the last enemy. Okay, fine with me. I guess the next time what we're gonna do is talk to Visionary again. Maybe, probably. Could also go with Conspiracy. I don't know. Main quest is to lift the curse, so maybe I want to do the Conspiracy first.
Greetings.
Alright, I think we did most of it.
They showed him a denarius, and asked if they should render taxes unto the king.
I'm a bit scared of going against the same.
Yeah, I think the next thing we're gonna do is do the conspiracy. It's all intertwined, so it doesn't really matter in the end, I guess.
Not another fucking stone.
We're gonna do this in a few. We're gonna take a quick break for about 2 or 3 minutes. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's continue here.
Here yesterday.
Gonna go over here to the hall.
Life can be really
Well, first of all, let's go here. I'm gonna go here. I'd like to access more storage. Get rid of some crafting ingredients. Don't really need them. Just make me heavier.
We should have our seed.
Hey.
Take an interest.
Well, a witcher. How can I help?
I'll come back later.
Okay. Nothing here. Okay.
Aye.
Pretty please.
Oh, Solon's around here as well. Interesting. Well, I guess I have to talk to someone.
Gotta pay for looking too.
Look at that. Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our
Make
village.
love, not war. Well, now.
I guess we have to say that.
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of those, you'll be glad to hear. But you'll need to show me your coin before you choose one. We all have our principles. Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
Oh shit, Whistling Wendy.
I've heard good things about Whistling Wendy.
At your service. My prettiest girl, 'tis true. Fool soldiers gave her that stupid nickname. Tidy yourself, Wendy. Witcher on the way. Come on in.
Wendy, who's Wendy? Swordska?
Bastard.
Oh, Whistling Wendy.
What do you desire, my hero?
I want your smile to part the gates of paradise.
Come with me.
Alright.
Make love, not war.
Make love, not war.
Make love, not war.
Oh, well, that's great. Interesting. X gets your weapon out, apparently. I want to press Y. There we go.
Vincent Trott, you're a little elusive.
Here alone. Not wise, Witcher.
We'll see about that.
I'm wearing Selkirk's armor, you know. Pretty much renders me invincible in a duel.
Give me the chainmail and I'll forget everything. Whistling Wendy, your plot. I know about the coins.
You're Deathmole's hound. I don't trust you.
You don't need to. I just need the chainmail. Not interested in anything else.
I'm to remove it?
And hand it over.
Then you'll be on your way.
And all will be well.
Doesn't sound like my kind of story. How's this instead? I'll kill you, take your swords and gold, and the gods will rain good fortune upon me for ridding them of a filthy mutant. Die.
Holy shit. I need to get out of here. Okay, let me load. I didn't expect that Ford wants to come into me. Alright, let me meditate here. And let me drink a potion, because that's what we need. We'll swallow, will do me wonders. I didn't expect like 10 different people to be here.
Vincent.
Doesn't...
God damn it. What else is around here? Somebody. What did I? First raid to Marion sword. Conspiracy hideout key. A hog named Hanseld. Silt Kurig's armor. Okay. Pamphlet smearing Hanseld. Yet Hanseld calls the Imperial Envoy like a cheap whore who has singled out a burger with a full pouch at a brothel. Keep in mind that a whore can let anyone she wishes plough her. Her arse, her choice. The king owes us more. His arse belongs to all of us, and its name is Cadwin. There, we allow a Nilfgaardian prick to plough our country, as my friend who's a witcher says. If that's what the world needs to be saved, perhaps it would be better that it perishes. It seems like an interesting picture. And why did Dandelion warn them? Magnifying glass, Cadvani sword. Might be someone wants to set him up, but something seems definitely odd. I have a key. Is that where it came from? Ah, okay. Interesting. That's right. Get rid of some weapons. Let's just keep that around for now. I don't need the armor though. Oh wait, is that only superb Cadbury jackbones? Let's see, what do I currently have? I have Cadbury jack boots. Those are better. Let's put them. We'll keep the armor around obviously, even though it's not that great.
I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
Where did he go to? So, okay, tell me.
What's it to us?
We should have our say. They can eat.
Well, how could...
I'll come back later.
Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village.
Make love, not war.
Gotta pay for looking too.
Okay. Somebody has fun in there apparently. Let's stand in line.
Better to ask the way. Easy come, easy go.
Pretty please.
Can we store? We can store nothing, apparently. Where the fuck is Sultan? Not Sultan, Dandelion. Was there just a minute ago.
The elder and the recruiter are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes a pig's eye and puts it between his buttocks.
He does
Puts a pig's eye in his ass. The elder and the recruiter enter, and the mother says,
Want to practice some...
When the time comes.
and he's standing with his back to them, his pants down. He spreads his cheeks and says, I can see that.
Want to practice some more?
Interesting.
When the time comes.
That's an interesting name. PLEN Roach's Commando.
Hello, Geralt.
Hi. Where's Roach?
Don't be stupid.
Apparently everyone is missing.
Take care.
I'm from Stilton, in the Lavalette lands in Tangaria.
Not another fucking stone.
I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody
Where the heck is Dandelion? I know where Death Mode is, but I don't know where Dandelion is.
fuck.
We saw Dandelion in front of the whorehouse, but no, he's not
We'll
anymore
have
there.
to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear.
Wait, what? Is he downstairs?
They're burning beautifully.
I found a letter addressed to the people of Kedwin.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Nah.
Why did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises? Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
But that's exactly what this letter is.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
They're burning beautifully.
God damn it, Dandelion.
Everything's
Let's talk to
fine.
Death Mode.
Great.
Always getting yourself in trouble, Dandelion.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Alrighty, he won't be amused.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square coins.
Did you learn who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Oh, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
Any reward for the conspirators?
Indeed. A nice round sum per head.
I could use the gold.
How many were there?
Vincent and 5 others.
You killed 6 men. You and your kind should be isolated.
The reward
is yours. Here.
You killed 6 men, you and your guy should be isolated. Wait for events to unfold.
See you.
Okay, I guess that's that. What else do we have left? We could look up some more of the stuff we have. Yeah, we know that. Some new characters, probably. Civric. Lance Corporal had taken part in the in the previous war with Aden, which had proven fatal for the Dunbanner. Isolated on the battlefield, the unit had been decimated and its standard fell into enemy hands. The Civic might have considered himself lucky. He had been recuperating at a field hospital at the time, and was thus spared the same fate. The memories of those days and of his fallen comrades in arms were still fresh to him. Relic Salim. He was selling shiny new nails in the numbers great enough to nail up every participant of the Thanet summit. But those were trifling details. As long as both buyer and seller are happy, who cares? A secret or full mug of beer. Keeping one is easy enough. Keeping both is another. Oh wait. To say that Audron was not. Yeah, we already know that. Okay. A secret or full mug of beer. Keeping one is easy enough. Keeping both is another matter altogether. During an alcohol-fueled conversation, the soldier provided much interesting information. Given his passion for drink, I was surprised that Audron had managed to keep the secrets for so long. His reputation as a mighty drinker was well deserved, but as conspirator, he was a flop. The owner of Selkirk's armor was an officer in Hansel's army. Suspected as an accessory to the conspiracy against the king's life, Winston Triad was hiding somewhere. Though Geralt wanted to solve things amicably, Winston was less than eager to cooperate. On top of that, he decided to commit a fancy form of suicide by attacking the Witcher. Left with no choice, Geralt sent him to the great beyond. The Visionary. During my travels, I've seen many prophets, preachers of divine truth, who frothed and gibbered foretellings about the end of the world, depravity of women, lechery of kings, and rising taxes. The Visionary extolled the martyrdom and sanctity of Sabrina Glavisic, and these ideas had become the foundations of a local cult. Supposedly the sorcerer's favor made him invulnerable and safe. However, there was no way to decipher how much to relay in his tales. One theory to explain his invulnerability ascribed warding qualities to the soaps used to make his candles. Indeed, their scent should keep even ghouls at bay. In hindsight, the pamphlet against Hansel's rule could have been better written, yet I am pleased with it anyway. I'm not accustomed to ignoring human misfortune, and Hansel made a mistake when he insulted art. I was merely the instrument of its retribution. Hansel, okay. Hansel's virility may have lessened with age, but his ambition certainly had not. The king wanted to wage a war and reclaim Lormark, a province he had already given up once, no matter the cost. The king reaped that which his needs had sown years earlier, when he and Nilfgaard jointly partitioned Edirn. Though he returned the stolen lands, there were many among the Calvini who considered Hansel's assault on an ally to have been dishonorable. These men created a conspiracy against the corrupt ruler, adding a new cause for concern to his pile of worries. Cadwin's king had been terribly cursed by the sorceress Sabrina Glavisic, whom he had condemned to death. Get some more information on sorceress? This position could not protect her from the king's wrath, however, and when she failed Hansel one time too many, sorcery ended up at the stake and where her life ended. Sabrina cast a curse on the monarch and the battlefield with her dying breath. Many years later, we were to feel the effects of this malediction. Sabrina had become a martyr in the eyes of some soldiers, thus possibly achieving greater esteem in death than she had enjoyed in life. Draw Commander, yeah. What is that? Hangman's Venom. What? Hangman's Venom is a toxin that is equally lethal to humans, elves, and dwarves. Applied to a blade, it deals more damage than any other coating. It's also ineffective against monsters. Yeah, we know that much. Elren. The story of the one known as the White Rose of Sharavet is both sad and tragic. Over 200 years ago, Elren led elven youth into a hopeless fight against humans. This heroic dash could end in only one way. They died for freedom, for stone and marble of their cities, and for Elrin. Just as she promised, they died with dignity, heroism, honor. Yet elves could not rise again after that defeat. However, she remains a symbol of fighting for freedom to this day, and elven insurgents go to battle with her name on their lips. Okay, that's all the new things we got. Can I talk to Hansel, or will he just see results? He's probably not interested in the details about his assassination and stuff. Because it doesn't really concern him too much, doesn't it? Where the fuck is he even?
Hello, damn it. Salutations.
Hello, damn it. Salutations. Okay. Where the fuck is the king?
Grown lads with their arses in the
I have no idea. Let me go to midday. Meditate till dawn. Just so we can see some stuff. Where's the king now? Is he here? In his room? No. It's not there either. Where the fuck is the king? I have no idea. Blood curse. Visionary hatred symbolized. Death symbolized. Faith symbolized. Okay. Score to settle. I still want to do that. I don't know where the king is. The king is somehow missing. I don't see him anywhere. I have no idea where he is.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air.
I guess that's fine.
I am your humble servant.
Not around here. Odd. Okay. Wait for the events to unfold. I don't even know where Roach is. Like, I'm missing so many people. Hansel is missing, Roach is missing, everyone is missing apparently. Next up would be the Visionary. That's basically the only one I have left. Unless the Dragon Slayer shows up anywhere. Also, I don't know where the graveyard is. It's supposed to bring something to a graveyard. I have no idea where that might be.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
Let's have a look if Roach is here. Wes is here, obviously, but I don't know if Roach is there. There's Roach. Okay.
For you.
I know Roach. Nope. Nothing
He was
new.
slaughtering pigs.
Nothing new here either.
And puts it between his buttocks.
He does what?
Pig's eye.
Talk to the Visionary about Sabrina Cleversick. Okay, we shall do that. That seems to be the only thing I will have to do. It's expanding a little by little, I guess. Still hasn't reached that yet. Hasn't reached that yet, at least. What the heck happened here?
Thanks for your help, Witcher. We will.
Thanks for your help, which we will always... What? Is there more around here? I don't know. Go see the visionary. Path to vision. They'll get themselves killed if they continue that way. Follow them. We will always be in your debt, yeah, sure. Where the fuck are you going? Sure, I'll go there. Hope nobody died. I don't know. Could be. Good thing I checked this place out before. So I knew what was coming. Nobody died, right? And Ria stuff? Oh, that's banded. There's no Arachas over here, is there? At least he should be gone. Was a one-time thing. Grab that. You never know when you need it. That way? I guess? Yeah, that way. It would just disappear. Okay, interesting.
I awaited them. They were to come bearing gifts. I heard their cries. Guess they were attacked. If they're not here, they must be dead.
Rot fiends attacked them, but they managed to escape with their lives. Weren't up for any more adventure though and went back to camp.
You listen. I know those soldiers. And I know they do all kinds of nasty things. But not one of them would dare cheat me. What do you want from me? I'll not believe you came here by chance.
Yeah, you're right. I need to learn some things, and few are willing to talk. Sabrina Glevisig's story, that's what interests me most.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get my coin. Pure and simple. Though I do provide charitable help to the faithful, if you were to become one of them.
Now, back to some other matters. So long.
I awaited them.
No, they're alive. They didn't want to risk it anymore, went back to camp. They asked me to give you this coin, for candles.
This is but half. Why, I'll not do more than braid some wicks for this. What do you want from me? I'll not believe you came here by chance.
Yeah, you're right. I need to learn some things, and few are willing to talk. Sabrina Glevisig's story, that's what interests me most.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get my coin. Though I do
Holy shit, this guy's a...
Do you mock me? What's the idea? This is piddling.
Now, back... Is Jahan still around?
Jahan is dead. He didn't deserve to bask in the glory of the lady.
So Sabrina's mercy has limits.
You don't know what you're talking about, Witcher.
Listen, I'll not speak with you. Though I...
Now, back to some other... So long.
It's just safe.
I awaited them.
Rock. Yeah.
Listen,
I've heard a lot of good things about you. All right, I'll become a follower.
Wonderful. Listen then, for I'll not say this twice. If your intentions are pure, you will do as I ask. Each convert must pass a test. You will spend the night at the old chapel near Sabrina's pupils.
Where?
twin lakes I have named in our honor.
Is that all?
Before you kneel to meditate, you will drink the mixture I shall give you. You must then remember all that occurs. That's very important, as you'll need to recount it to me fully.
All right, I'll come back once I'm done.
What does he give me? A visionary's potion. Alrighty, I guess we'll go there to Twin Lakes. But we'll have to kill some drowners or something like that. Oh, what was that? Trigger stuff and vitality mutagen. What do I currently have in my mutant? What is that even? What does it give me? Toxicity 15, vitality regeneration plus a fair amount of bonuses, so it's great. Where the fuck is that? Oh, that's his shrine? Oh, I just killed an Arachis there. So it's not that hard to do. Where is it? I don't even know. Meditate? No. Supposed to come there at dusk. So we'll do this. Gonna save. There we go. Then we're gonna drink that weird potion. Some heavy stars. Hello? It is dusk. Return at dusk. Are you fucking joking with me? It is fucking dusk. Oh my, for fuck's sake. Because I reload. Let's meditate a little bit longer to like right before midnight. Make a save. Then we're gonna do and drink the visionary potion. Well, now
I'm too old for this.
There's a great pigeon. Was that person?
Don't know that anybody needs to know about that one.
I must be repentant. After years spent living an hour, no soldierly vice was too vile for me. During my years of service, I embraced gambling, alcohol, sloth, lies, and even profanity. I took lives, and not just when ordered. I was cruel. Today I see clearly that I had sunk into a darkness from the depths of which I could not see the light. Miss Sabrina Cleversick, bright and pure as a goddess, shone like the light of a candle in the blackest night. She always supported the soldiers and tried to draw me on the path of righteousness. Yet I was blind to the light. Okay. We can get down here, jump down. Why the fuck could I loot something here? Because I could loot that. Oh well. Hopefully I didn't lose anything. Pretty bad. Arbitrary. It's not a bad weapon. So we found really a giant pigeon. I don't know if it comes crawling at me now. Seems to be fine. Alrighty.
Huh? What other matters?
I did what you asked.
Tell me what you saw.
You may think I'm as mad as you are, but in my vision I walked through a forest where the trees were huge mushrooms and a giant chicken walked between them, pecking at the underbrush.
You have no idea how happy I am. I've been having this vision of a giant hen among mammoth mushrooms for weeks. I thought I'd lost it, gone insane. Turns out my herbs must have gone off. I need to gather new ones, but that's my concern. Ask me what you will.
You must know a lot about Sabrina Glevisic's death.
Sabrina the Martyr left the world of the living to protect us all.
Why the candles? What's the difference between Sabrina and other mages burned at the stake?
Others were strong in life. Her power bloomed when death wrapped its steely arms around her. She took the soldier who ended her suffering under her kind care. He never had to fear walking alone in the dark again.
Is he
Have
that
you
one?
seen the area? It's full of beasts and monstrosities. Jahan, the merciful soldier, has walked in the blaze of our power ever since. No creature born of darkness can get close to him.
So he is Yahom.
Did you hear about the curse Sabrina cast on the
Interesting.
Of course. A well-deserved punishment, a ghostly spell from her crimson lips. The king concocted a cruel fate for the sorceress, humiliated her, made her suffer the flames. Bound to a wheel and placed on the stake, she suffered in a way unimaginable to ordinary humans. But when the flame reached her maiden waist, not a single cry could be heard, only words foretelling King Hensel's imminent demise. Let a shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a braid of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales, turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules, prompting a just punishment. Sabrina suffered so badly that a merciful soldier ended her torment, thrusting his spear into her aching heart.
Interesting.
Now, back to some other matters. Tell me again what you know about Sabrina.
What exactly do you want to know?
There's nothing more. Okay.
Any chance of finding that spear?
It was so long ago, Witcher. But I believe the spear went to another soldier. The bugger sells relics from Our Lady by the camp inn.
Okay. Lied to me. He lied to me. I'm not taking lightheartedness to liars. Oh, those fucking harpies are annoying as shit. Oh, they keep coming, do they? Was that all? Thank you. The bugger lied to me. Oh, he's gonna get it now. I'm not taking lightly to liars. It's that way even. No. Did I ever go this way? Can't remember. Oh yeah, I did. Swing back down, does it? Basically shortcut to the camp.
Relics, artifacts.
I know you have the spear Jahan used to pierce Sabrina's heart.
I told you about that, and I thought the old freak was trying to forget the sins of his past.
You know Jahan well?
He despises me now, but things used to be different. We were called up at the same time. We fought under Hensel together. But I managed somehow while he hated it. Why did they send him to that ferocious battle? He was the worst dumbass in the entire army, but he outlived the best soldiers. Covered in shit, piss, snot and tears, and still he survived. He cracked when they burned Sabrina. A beautiful end to a fucking beautiful day. Then he went to the dogs. He pissed away all he had on drink. I was the fool who followed him and brought everything he pawned around the inns. That's how I got the spear.
I need that spear.
Tough luck, Witcher. I last saw it a few years back.
What happened to it?
Look how similar we are. You want knowledge, I want coin, and we both need help to get what we want.
How much?
What are your customary take-ins on a contract? I'll gladly accept but 1/2 of that.
The fate of your king depends on that spear.
All right, since you put it that way. You see, when Jahan lost his head for Sabrina, I bought the spear from the innkeeper. The donkey's ass pawned it in the inn. He drank like a fish. By then, Jahan had already hidden in the hills, where no one dares to venture. Some call him the Visionary, but in my book, he's just a nutter. Beats me why the beasts don't attack him. A fisherman who supplies the canteen said that some monsters hate the smell of fish oil. Jahan makes candles out of it.
What did you do with the spear?
Sorry to say, I lost it in a dice game. Shame, because today,
well,
fetch a good
I can't
price.
get back.
I lost the spear to a soldier who later fought the squirrels in the forests of the Pontar Valley. He told me he'd used it to kill some Scoia'tael big shot. I heard the shaft cracked as if there'd been some fucking jousting tournament. The most interesting thing is that big shot is still alive. I heard he's now with that vixen from Edirn. Some frigging commander. Elves are weird creatures. Who knows, maybe he still has that spearhead.
Yorvith.
You know him.
I'll tell you for 100 orens.
Bah!
So long.
Okay. So I need to get to Yorvith to continue with that. What else do we have? I need to get past there, from a bygone era. I need to get that for now. Let's go to saddle. Yeah, I can't really continue there. We have to wait there, So Bloodcurse is the only thing left. No? Guess we're gonna talk to them man, about that.
The enemy have sent you there. Drive me crazy.
We've lost it to Yorvith in a dice game. Well, I can get back in a dice game, that's not a problem. Let's talk to Roche about it as well. Why not? What are those guys doing here?
What do you want, Witcher?
So long.
Just getting orders out.
Life can be really scary. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp. Salutations.
They're coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he
Nothing new here, okay.
between his buttocks.
He does what?
Puts a pig's eye in his arse. The elder and the recruit.
Not sure if I really want to continue with that today. Well, we'll see. Let's just put some crafting ingredients back if we have any. Do we have any? We do have some. Trigger stuff, and trigger. Fine frame. Fine, we can sell some junk.
Browse.
Let's try it. Sell all the junk here, which we don't need. So we have some armor, yeah, we need that. Just a Marian sword. We need that, do I? That's fine, we keep the painting for now. I don't know if that will come useful later.
Not another fucking stone.
I don't know where Hansel is though. Still missing him. Could be anywhere. He's tired, leave me be. Oh, he's gonna die probably. Where are the guards?
Respect. The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Grown lads with their
there's
arms in
Hansel.
the air.
Okay, nothing new here. Okay, nobody can talk to him. Just to wait. Okay.
Look what the cat dragged in.
I think I know how to free the king from his curse.
Well then, let's get to work.
Can't do anything until I have the spear the soldier stabbed Sabrina with. Problem is, it's in the hands of a Scoia'tael commander named Yorvith.
I know this Yorvith. Are you certain this is the spear?
Mm-hmm. I last saw him back in Flotsam.
Yorvith is in Vergen, Witcher, along with most of the Scoia'tael from the area. They've joined that peasant girl's insurgency.
Yorvith part of a peasant uprising? It doesn't make sense.
There's only one way to confirm or disprove it. You must cross to the other side of the mist. What of the other artifacts? Do you know them all now?
Not yet.
In that case, you must wait until you've learned everything before crossing. It's a dangerous voyage, not one to attempt twice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say. I've got to get through the mist, or I can't lift the curse.
I shall supply the white flag when you set out as our emissary. The lass is reputedly honorable. She'll welcome you, invite you to a feast, and with a bit of luck, you may even plow her.
You're sick, Death Mold.
They say she's very pretty. Peasant girls not to your liking?
Not your concern.
In case the elves lack an understanding of diplomatic symbolism, please also take this armor. With His Majesty's blessing, I might add.
A king's concern can be boundless when his life depends on that of another.
I spent some time working on this recently. This little marvel will guide you through the fog and provide a measure of protection from the specters.
Thanks. See you.
I leveled up. I got some emissary flag, okay. Serial armor. Tensible protective charm. Can I equip that? No. I don't really want to quit that, to be honest. Don't really want to equip it. If it works, if it doesn't work that way, then oh, we have 2 levels. Wow, 2 levels over that. That's insane. More vitality. I like myself some more vitality. Great. I'm a full tank. I'm sticking to that. Vitality for the win. Hi there, Soton.
Good to see you, you old rogue.
Why the long face, Sultan?
Everything's fucked.
The only sight worse than a sad dwarf is the sight of a very sad dwarf.
I don't suppose you have any vodka?
I see things are worse than I thought.
I feel like a monkey in a cage. Those pricks act as if they've never seen a dwarf before.
If you need a change of climate, come with me. I'm on my way to Bergen.
You say that as if you're going to the brothel round the corner. Forgetting about the spectres?
I may have amnesia, but I remember the curse.
Well, all I get around here is non-human midget and the like. And I've dwarven brethren on that side. Sure as shit, I'll take Saskia over that prick Hensel too. You really willing to help me cross?
Of course.
You know, Geralt, I have a feeling that Vergen's where I should be.
I get you. Let's go.
How do you plan to get through the fog? Thought it was suicide to venture into it.
Death Mold gave me a protective amulet.
Throw it out! I wouldn't touch anything belonging to that dick.
I had a choice. Navigate the fog with an amulet or without it. Seemed safer with.
You're the expert on that magic shite, I guess?
Just trust me and stay close.
Oh, what the hell. Better the devil you know. I'll come with you.
Alrighty. Got this other side of the mist obtained is bad. Okay, I guess we're gonna do that now. Do come with me, Soten, come on. Come on, Soten, you can do that. I know I'm a little bit faster than you, but you should be keeping up theoretically, hopefully.
I can't wait to have some proper ale instead of that piss water to drink in the Kidwinny camp. Thanks again, Geralt.
So where do we have to go? Let's have a look at a map. It's not that far, really. It's like, really just go through here and then we're there. It's like 2 meters away.
Tough crossing ahead of us, Sultan.
Looking to scare me now? We're going, and that's that.
See the path. The amulet is guiding us.
Sure. You could have lied to make it feel
Reach wagon. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurts like shite. Well, I'm dead. I need to load. I definitely need to use a frickin' swallow before I'm entering that. Yes, let's load that. I don't know how I'm supposed to reach Wergen without doing much. I guess I just have to go through them without fighting, do I? I don't know, I probably could make it through that. Oh well, I saved here apparently, okay.
I can't wait to have some proper ale instead of that piss water to drink in the Kidwinny camp. Thanks again, Geralt.
Alright, I need to meditate here and then we're gonna need to drink a potion. Swallow. I only have 2 left. Need to do more. Because without a swallow, I won't make it through there, that's for sure. Remind us to spec oil and our blades. We have probably spec oil, yeah.
Tough crossing ahead of us, Sultan.
Looking to scare me now? We're going, and that's that.
See the path. The amulet is guiding us.
Oh, okay. I what we have to do. Bad way.
Guess they'll never learn.
That away. Alrighty, did we do it together? Apparently we did.
Never again. Fucking fog. Look at it this way. You'll be able to brag about seeing the ghostly fog from the inside for the rest of your life.
I'd rather brag about how I plowed 3 wenches at once in my youth.
Alrighty, let's just save here.
Kill him! Adon! Stop! You're making a mistake!
A mistake? Interesting. There's a war on. Don't know if you've noticed. And wars are won by killing foes. Or do I have it all wrong?
The Witcher's a messenger. On his way to see Saskia.
Not your typical messenger.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we had to pass through an atypical fog in which your typical messenger would have shit just before he...
Enough! We'll not let you inside Vergen. But you can deliver your message to the commander of the watch. He's stationed by the town gates.
Plowing typical elf. Come on, Geralt.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to change our armor. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to change the armor and see how that'll turn out then. Because we got some armor. Ciriel's armor.
Kill him! Adon! Stop! You're making a mistake!
A mistake? Interesting.
The Witcher's a messenger. On his way to see Saskia.
Not your typical messenger.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we had to pass...
Enough! We'll not let you inside Vergen.
Okay.
But you can deliver your message to the commander of the watch. He's stationed by the town gates.
Plowing typical elf. Come on, Geralt.
Talk to the Vergen guards. Okay, guess we can do that. So the armor didn't bring anything apparently. I'll talk to those guys. Can I steal their shit? Take that. All is mine. Guess we're gonna arrive at Vergen rather soon.
Greetings! Hello there!
Why, it's Geralt of Rivia and Zoltan Chive. Pinch me, burden, for I believe I've dozed off while in duty.
Could be an illusion, eh? Or some spectres from the battlefield have lost their way. Maybe we ought to tickle them with an axe, just to be sure.
I'm afraid there's no mage out there who can conjure up the Witcher's mug, nor the aroma of Zoltan's beer-soaked beard.
Yarpin Zigrin. Lice eat me if I'm not delighted to see that horrid mug of yours.
This lad here's scaling burden. Geralt, what are you doing standing there as if you've swallowed a halberd? Got a hug for an old mate?
Greetings. Triss has told me a lot about you.
We Marigold? Ha! How is the lass? Let me tell you, Scaler, this here Witcher's the very embodiment of chivalry. All the Selkirks of the world can't hold a candle to him. And you know why?
No, but I got a feeling we're about to find out.
I'd sooner call Zoltan a show dancer.
Well then, listen everyone. At the time, we were escorting Caedweni army convoys through the Sherwood forests. Aye, we served Henselt once, though always for coin. Anyways, the Witcher was on the road as well, with Triss and Ciri, heading south.
Ciri?
The lass, I tell you, was a demoness incarnate. Pure pepper on her feet, and healthy as a horse. But the sorceress fell ill. Some terrible pestilence held her, gave her the runs. The woman needed to go every 5 minutes. Never seen anything like it. And I've had my share of gut rumblings. This one time, I roasted an old ailing gerbil and...
Oi! You promised us a chivalrous tale.
And I'm delivering it, lad. In any case,
I like
Witcher would carry her into the bushes time after time. He treated and cared for her, cleaned her, bathed her.
Sounds normal to me. A man looking after his woman. It's too much to call it chivalrous, yarpin.
Ah, wrong. Triss weren't his woman. Not his wife nor lover. She was sick and in need of aid. And he was on a secret mission. Might have left her in some city, might have gone off on his own, but he didn't. Know why? Because he's got a heart of gold. He truly cares. A lad like you, Scalen, don't know that being a knight's not just about thrashing around in full plate, a long sword in hand. It's not just about fighting duels and winning tournaments.
I missed hearing your bullshit, Sigrun.
I don't believe anyone else has tried to tell me that story.
How is the wee Marigold, anyway?
Not great. The Kingslayer kidnapped her.
Oh, damn the dogs. That's downright terrible.
I suppose it's no coincidence you're here.
I have to see Saskia.
To what end?
To dispel the mist of wraiths, I need a few magic artifacts.
What's Saskia got to do with that?
Her sword is one of those items.
And what do you suggest I do? Yorvith and Saskia banned us from letting strangers in. And here are 2 old mates come over from the other side who want just that. A lose-lose situation if ever I've seen one.
That ought to be easy to get around.
Cow pies ought to be easy to get around, yet we don't always succeed.
I'm staying here, Yarp. I want to join you, enlist. Will you have me in the Dwarven Brigade?
Will I have you, Chiefy? Will I plough and have you? Why, I'll make you fucking commander, you cocksucker! Problem solved. Scalen, you're my witness. Zoltan's no longer a stranger.
Aha.
All right. Now I'll introduce you to Saskia, and you can try to clarify the story with a sword for her. Or whatnot.
Don't you fret about the sword, Geralt. I promise to ascend to the fucking heights of oratory. Be soft as a mink, cautious as a novice strumpet. I'll get you that blade if I have to shave my beard off.
All right then. See that, Scalen? We were headed for a tragedy.
Now we're headed for a comedy.
Ah, youth these days. Lacking hope and heart. You know what Zoltan and I saw at Brenna, lad? To us, there's no such thing as the impossible.
Any idea where I might find the Dun banner?
Try the Netherworld. The whole unit was cut down during the battle 3 years ago.
I meant the unit's standard, which symbolizes death.
Ah, that makes it a lot easier. We buried it with the remains of the Caedwenis.
Where?
Just outside Vergen. I'll mark it on your map as the road could get confusing. Strange things are afoot in those crypts, Witcher. Caedweni ghosts scaring off our folk. That would be normal since they were invaders. But one's some kind of amateur historian, asking all that venture there about the battle and the Dun banner.
I'll look into it. Thanks. Triss could be somewhere in this area.
I've not seen her 5 years, must be. Since that day they proclaimed you dead. Last saw her in Rivia, in any case.
From what I've been able to establish, the Kingslayer forced her to teleport the 2 of them to this area, and she's not on the other side of the fog.
What did this Kingslayer look like?
A huge, bald witcher. Wears a medallion with a snake on it.
Sorry, Geralt. Doesn't even ring the tiniest bell, any of that.
I might know something. This drunk in Virgin claims he saw a redhead fall from the sky somewhere among the ravines. And then he said the sorceress Philippa Eilhart came around looking for this woman.
She's sorceress after all.
She sent her servant and some peasants to the ravines after her. But they came back empty-handed. Now Philippa's servant maid's gone, leaving the sorceress angry as a wasp. She even turned one of the plebs into a pig. I spoke to one of those peasants. Here. He claims the lass was no servant, but an Nilfgaardian agent. And she apparently found something in those ravines. Maybe it was Triss. And maybe it was that witcher. Madame Eilhart, or the old minx as Yarpen calls her, knows she's been duped and can't forgive herself for it.
Did the woman flee south, deeper into Eddern?
Fucking hell! She came out the main gate not more than an hour ago, headed straight for the fog. Thought she might be out to do some magic probing or whatnot.
She knew a bit of magic. She might have crossed.
I guess I need to visit Shillard when I get back. How's Yorvith? Any chance I might run into him?
Minimal. He follows Saskia around like a once-neglected pup. Eyes on her at all times.
At least the lass is well protected. What do you seek from her? Last I heard, you weren't exactly chummy.
You heard right. But when I last saw him in Flotsam, he had something I need to lift the curse.
Even if you see him, I doubt he'll give you anything out of the kindness of his heart. Perhaps Saskia can convince him?
Guess I don't have much of a choice. It's nice to talk to you all, but we've got things to do.
Ah, that's life. Open the gate. I've got to fetch me a certain sword.
Wait a minute. If by some miracle you obtain that cursed blade, I'd advise you not to parade it out the main gate past the squirrels.
Got another solution?
There's another passage. I'll mark it in the Witcher's map and show you myself. Sound all right to you?
It does. In the meantime, I'll look around for that flag.
Prime, I'd say.
Off we go then.
Death symbol. I find there is the catacombs and stand of the Umbana hidden within. Okay, that's quite a huge area. I'll have to look into that. I think that's something we can do for next time. I think we're going to call it a day here. I thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully see you next time around. Tomorrow is my day off. Same till Wednesday, so the next game will be played on Thursday, starting with The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I think we're about to finish off a chapter. I believe so. I'm actually not sure where we are right now, but I think we finished off a chapter. Now we're pursuing some bad guys to kidnap the Prof. We want to infiltrate the enemy base, basically, which is apparently their army for some reason, or the Royal Guards army, something like that. I also stole our ornament, which we need to get back, so we'll see how that'll end. It will be interesting. This game will be next played on Friday, starting about 6 PM UTC+1, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. We're gonna explore the city, probably do some side questing, maybe we have to do a bit of main quest, but I think I aim to do the side quests first before the main quests. Look around, talk with all the characters, maybe sell something, maybe buy something, do some Witcher contracts, we'll see. But anyway, that's it for today. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully have a nice day. Goodbye.